and welcome to the Arcade Hangout, episode number 76. I am Orange Whip, one of your hosts for tonight's show. And just do a little introduction again. We have some new viewers. I haven't told these guys yet, but I pimped this all over Facebook tonight. So hopefully we're going to get some more people watching. We're basically just a bunch of arcade collectors, and we just, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully we meet once a week to chat about arcade shit, and we've been doing this for over 2 years now, so...
Jim, burp again. Do the fart joke. Maybe it'll run some people off.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hang on a second. I wasn't prepared. Yeah, here we go.
And actually, this week, as opposed to last week, we have both Gak and Andrew here. So before we actually get into the question for tonight, let's pimp Denver 2017, shall we?
Yes.
So I'm so much better than tag teaming this kind of thing than just soloing it. So
that's what she said.
That's right.
How many? The dates? August 18th?
August 18th and 19th. Denver, Colorado, featuring the arcades 1UP and Hyperspace. We're doing a tournament sponsored by... We're calling it not a tournament. Tournament, I think, is what we've sort of settled on as far as the name.
Clothing optional.
Nat.
Nat, that's right. Yeah. Well, much like this is not a show. It's really just a bunch of people hanging out.
So a load of drunk 40-somethings.
Right,
stumbling around.
Which, if you've watched the show before, it's going to be more of the same.
Or just a load of drunk 40-somethings sitting down.
Except
usually.
Live. Yeah.
Waka waka!
So, I don't know.
Anybody who can make it, do it.
To it.
It'll be a great time. We're going to have a good time. We're going to tour the arcades here in Denver, specifically those two. But, we may break out and take trips to other places. You never know. But get close to the event, and we'll have more stuff to roll out. I have confirmation from both of our venue hosts, I guess we're going to call them. I don't know if they're sponsors because they haven't offered to give us anything. But they've both been willing to let us show up and play their games in a public place. So I guess that's right. Yeah. So Denver 2017, August 18th and 19th, Denver, Colorado, right in the middle of the country. No excuse not to show up for a goofy arcade event for a not serious tournament. Right?
Yes.
I mean, we're not doing. This is not like a
central location.
Yeah, this is.
Hub.
But this isn't like a corn cob up your ass kind of tournament. This is like
yow.
Yeah, you don't have to have autism to come.
Right.
Nice one.
Actually, any of you can win. It actually doesn't even matter if you're very good at games because we're going to make it so it doesn't matter.
You can't be.
And whether you like it or not, we're going to make you social.
Yeah.
We're going to make you socialize.
So this is is that your horribly anti-PC autistic sound effect? Oh my God.
Compliments of mock.
Can you guys hear me yet?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Hey Jim, play the Booze Hounds Return.
Oh, nice. That's here we go.
The Booze Hounds return.
What a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
Oh,
yeah, that's sad. So, on a happier note.
On a lighter note.
What's up, Buzzkill Betty?
Yeah. We're gonna have a really.
So what are we? We're only like 4 months away. 16 weeks from now.
Has anybody bought their flight tickets yet?
Not yet. Not me.
Either.
My hotel's
wait at least until like 2 months before.
And if you do come, you're gonna get paired up with one of these fine folks, maybe, possibly. And you can share a t-shirt.
I hope you're not referring to what's in what Crafty posted in Slack. Those aren't fine folks.
Wait, Andrew, you have your hotel for Denver?
Hotel and flight are sorted out for me. Yep.
Yeah.
Figured that shit out.
That locked down, man. You do it early.
Yeah, like 20 years ago, I did that shit.
Is Sam gonna come? I haven't heard from him in a while.
If he is still in the region, I have no doubt that Sam will come. So so some of the guys that maybe you guys met at
So
Well,
yes, come see the local
He was too-
celebrities.
No, he's not been.
Crafty Mac.
Too Persian.
Yeah, Crafty Mac is one of our local celebrities. John Exidy, which we've had on this show, believe it or not.
I must have been blitzed. I don't remember
Jack,
that.
you should contact
he was in
Crafty
the
Mac, get him
chat.
to be a sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you never know.
But yeah, so like some of the guys you met, so Sam Wyo from the forums, who made the amazing Zelda cabinet, does incredible like custom art design and stuff. He's been on actually Sam's been on the show. You guys know Sam.
And extremely handsome gentleman.
Super
Very handsome. Very handsome.
Yep.
He's my, if I had to jump ship,
Play on the other team.
if I had to get on the other bus. Yeah.
So are you a batter or a catcher? Or was it catcher or pitcher? That's
It depends how many drinks, I guess.
for Sam.
Right?
I'm saying,
Depends
for
how
Sam.
relaxed. Depends how relaxed you feel.
Yeah. You gotta be able to relax your waist down to really appreciate.
I like to explore all my options. I'll just say both. You know.
Yeah, you don't want to lock yourself into anything.
Yeah.
You might-
Awesome.
Look on the bright side of life.
Yeah.
So,
Gotta
The
be
cartoon boobies speak.
Yeah.
They have a voice.
They do. It's pretty burly.
but not nearly enough animation. Right. That would make me think twice about those movies, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of them things. Like, you walk up and then they start speaking. Like, there's in I don't know how many of you spend much time in England, but there's a place called Birmingham, which I'm sure you probably have all heard of.
Sure.
And there's an accent that the accent from Birmingham is Brummy. They say you're a Brummy when you're from Birmingham, and it's such a thick colloquial accent that you could walk up to Cindy Crawford, and then if she talked to you in a Brummy accent, you'd think twice.
Can we have a sample?
All right. So Brummies, they talk a lot like this.
So talk about Buffett's tits.
Oh, Buffett, you got some great tits there, boy. it's this just awful. It's this awful colloquial accent that it's enough to make even the strongest feeling go limp.
Are we talking 1990 Cindy Crawford or today Cindy Crawford?
Is there a difference? I don't know.
Yeah, has it changed much?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
She's still plastic, right?
That's kind.
That shit lasts for years.
Yeah,
Built to laugh.
gravity has no effect.
Built tough. Built to that.
Like hefty.
She's at number 4 plastic.
I'm all. That's fine with me. Fine
Real,
with me.
real on the inside.
You don't want it. You don't want it. Don't want it biodegrading on you.
It may not feel real, but it feels awesome.
Yeah, but see, you can always have it 3D printed again now.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, so much happy
Denver
on one
2017,
screen.
Special guest Cindy Crawford at Denver 2017.
Yeah.
Maybe an amazing show. Maybe you'll get paired up with Cindy for a game of Robotron. Who knows?
She's an engineer. Maybe she'll come and fix our games for us.
Yeah.
Well, she could fix something.
That'll work.
Why is it broken, bro?
Yeah. You got problems not saying something about?
What's that?
Don't make this up. So Denver 2017. This is gonna be an awesome time. Please come out. It's really.
And we'll be posting details soon on KLV, hopefully.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, it's my fucking fault.
Yeah, when are you guys gonna post that?
Dude,
Every Monday I see a message from Gak. So Andrew, have you done anything this weekend?
Dude, no, it's totally my fucking fault. This shit takes time. You can't rush the creative process.
I
He's
totally
still painting over.
No, I know. I've got the shit done. I've already been working on it. I've got illustrative files. Maybe I'll put the doodle up and we can just go with that.
At least there's still 4 months to the event, and we actually are talking about it on our show. Oh,
Let's not even break
Oh.
that part of the conversation. Let's leave that alone.
Andrew,
Denver 2017 is going to be great. Now, actually, that event is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
saying.
looking forward to it.
Are you still painting over process color versus Pantone color for your logo? Is that why you're not ready to commit yet?
It's not simple. You know what? And the Pantone library is
Yeah.
huge.
I
You
just
know,
vectorize
very
the
big.
shit, throw it on a shirt, and call it a day.
I couldn't eat a whole Pantone like
Just
hand sketch that logo.
just Pantone that shit and get it out in a shirt.
Vectorize that
All right.
shit.
Every
Just hand
shirt is going to be
sketch.
custom.
It's all brown.
It'll be custom shirts.
Just
Brown
Andrew, just
shirt.
photocopy what you've done on the sketch and just pin it to fucking t-shirts.
There you go.
There you go.
You
yeah.
need a t-shirt with
It's
a
like a
piece of paper.
sample of
Just,
just spray paint.
there you go.
Handmade artwork right there.
Just
Oh yeah.
spray it.
Oh no.
It'll be like a Williams
So-
cat.
For our
Or
first
spray.
for our first 50 guests coming from out of state, I will bring a Sharpie for free.
First 50.
Thank you for getting that.
I'm not talking candle wax on
Fucking
the
custom
froth or anything like that.
So number 51, you're screwed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So sign up early, or
Even though there's nowhere to sign up.
you can send me a PM on Clav if you want to show up.
Chuck 12 wants to know, is this event Brofest West? Is Denver West?
No,
It's
don't.
Brofest in the middle-ish.
It's we can't use
And there's no
that
bros.
trademark name.
Yeah.
No,
No.
That's a
no
trademark.
wieners are involved.
Yeah,
It's an international copyright.
there will be
winky.
there'll be wieners, but none of them will be drawn on T-shirts except by request.
Is there mustard?
Bring your fabric markers.
Mustard also by request.
What about pickle sandwiches?
And with
No.
with any luck, if it falls in place, we'll be using the Arcade Icons scoring.
That's right.
website.
Well, wait. Let's get the weak question out of the way before we get into that shit. We're not going to let him pimp that
Can I
shit.
refill my empty beer first? I mean, you guys can start, but I'll be right back.
Chains with,
Hey, Andrew,
Yeah.
you know, your basic high school orgy type of thing.
is there any place to eat near Zyla's, or you have to like take a Uber somewhere?
Oh yeah, so we'll have to figure that out. But near Zyla's, I mean, there's like strip malls and a Walmart. I mean, it's
I
not.
only do limos now.
I mean, is there any
Yeah.
like fast food places in the strip mall?
Yeah. I mean, there's like Chipotle and probably some other like fast food joints.
Oh, good.
around.
We can all eat there and shit our pants.
Oh, boy.
Just
All right.
like every other Saturday night.
Zyla did confirm she has bathrooms.
Are we? She has one.
One, and it's only for girls.
Boys around back.
Boys
Like your ass with a leaf.
Hope it's
Thank
not
God
poison ivy.
for fall.
Yeah.
Nettles.
just a fucking.
If it's fall, you stick.
Here's some buckthorn. Go to it. Yow.
Here's a thistle and a jasmine branch. There you go.
There's a communal wire brush out there.
Wire brush. That would hurt.
It will be clean.
It'll be clean.
And bloody.
Hot captain, if I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
So much for the people who are showing up to the event. No, Zyla has perfectly wonderful bathrooms, and no one will go to town on your rosebud with a.
That makes me think of that scene in Fast Times where he's talking to the mirror that's got big hairy pussy written on it.
Yeah. How far did you guys get in the movie?
Jeez. We got about half an hour in, I suppose.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
half
about a
hour.
half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about how far as I got.
I couldn't make it work.
Aww.
Yeah, I gave up in frustration.
Wait, is that an Atari?
Power brick?
Yeah, power brick
Yes.
on there. That looks familiar.
Yes, it's my pole position.
It's like the
Oh,
only
no.
Carrie's the only person that consistently works on arcade. Well, I guess Buffett does too. But
Crafty does too. But he doesn't even bother to join anymore.
yeah,
because-
Crafty just posts pictures of our favorite couple in our Slack chat. All right, let's do the question. Our question this week is actually brought to you mostly by Andrew,
Yay.
Trying to think, but nothing happens.
and it's actually not our
epitaph.
it's not arcade related, but it's of the era related, I will say. So the question is, to your best of your knowledge or your memory, what was your first record, 8-track, cassette, CD, concert, and movie theater movie, not like home movie or anything, that you remember purchasing? So not a great
I'm out, guys.
great aunt or grandma gift, of Disney, whatever, but something that you purchased or you can remember.
With your own money, you saved up your allowance to buy this fucking record or CD or cassette, and then you went in there and said,
I want
buy all this shit. I bought this one with my own money.
You teabagged that cassette.
That's right. You were at the mall, probably, because that's where, the local record store, if you were
Licorice Pizza.
Does shoplifting count?
Shoplifting could totally count.
Is that okay?
We don't judge. Yep.
Right.
The warehouse.
Statute of limitation may have run out on buying a $14 cassette from the 1980s.
Do you guys remember Licorice Pizza?
No.
No, you don't.
Euphemism.
I never had it. Yeah, right?
Candy cigarettes.
It was in
those.
Fast Times. It's when he's talking to Deborah Harry cut out. The record store.
Wow, okay.
It was a real place.
Would you like to come and have a slice of my licorice pizza? It just sounds funny.
Wait.
You like a pizza, my licorice?
Right? Would you like a
Jim.
You had to make it sexy.
That's solid.
we do.
I really tried hard on that
because it's like pizza, licorice. Right?
Get it?
Tongue like balls. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
Mark's already getting
Yeah, my licorice is black.
Yeah.
Licorice.
Is it salty licorice?
Carrie starts laughing at that one. This is a lady who's familiar with the black licorice.
Whoa! I learn something new every day. No.
All right. So since this was Andrew's question, let's go to Gak.
Yeah, please.
Great.
No, please.
All right.
Gak said he can wing it.
All right. So, first record.
First record. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's actually cassette tape, and
wait.
Me and Brand were
record.
Record is supposed to be record.
Records are round.
You've never owned a record?
I never owned a record.
Right round, baby.
What? I'm one up on you, Gak. Holy balls,
baby. Right round.
All right.
I think my parents were too cheap to have a record player. I don't know what the deal was, but
wait. So you even like up to last year, you've never bought a record in your life?
Never an actual record.
All right.
Wow.
Great.
Never purchased an actual record.
Because I think we'd accept even like you got back into vinyl with the hipsters, kind of.
Yeah,
right. That's fine.
Gak is a hipster, and he went out and bought.
Well, Andrew, let's modify this a little bit. Gak, were you ever given a record as a gift or something like that?
No,
the whole point is what you bought for yourself, your choices.
So a friend of mine way back when, the actual record, and he wound up buying it. I was going to buy the cassette, but he bought the record instead. Was Agent Orange, the band Agent Orange. But my first cassette that I bought was Billy Idol.
Which one?
Or he has the White Wedding song. I don't remember which album that was.
Dancing with Myself and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that was his big.
Yeah.
What was that called? I had that record.
Dancing with Myself. We know what he was talking about.
What was that called? I don't remember the name of it. I had that record.
And then the first concert.
First CD.
First CD.
Yeah. So first, so if you don't have an 8-track,
well, no, 8-track.
You don't.
Oh, okay.
Actually, but records would be first.
Was it Rebel?
Right.
Rebel Yell? Is that what you had? Rebel Yell?
Yeah.
Then
Rebel Yell. That's it.
Nice.
And cassette.
In the midnight
then cassettes, then CD.
Yep.
Then concert, then movie.
And then movie.
Yep. So
it's a toss-up.
Mo.
I couldn't say for sure. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So,
Billy, where is your shirt?
So sexy.
CD, it would have been something probably more grunge or punk rock in that era in the 90s. Man.
You said you were going to wing this.
Just say
I know,
Nirvana and get
right?
it over with.
Yeah, it probably would have
How
been
about
Nirvana.
Green Day.
It was
Actually,
Pearl Jam.
Dookie.
It was either Nirvana or Green Day. It was for sure.
Everyone had Dookie. Everyone had that.
Yeah.
Dookie.
Yeah.
Dookie.
First concert, and my parents actually told me no.
Wait. First CD is
What
that
the hell are
that
we
was Green Day.
drifting here?
Yeah, first CD is
What,
Green
it's gonna
Day.
take us like
Okay,
4
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, fuck it, because let's do that.
First handy.
Handy.
I'm still waiting on that one.
First
Still
prostate
waiting?
exam.
Oh, buddy.
Whoa.
Well, we've got this not a tournament coming up in August.
Yeah.
Not a prostate exam.
Say that 5 times fast.
Which is what I do here in my van.
That's it. I'm not a doctor, but
So the first concert that and my parents told me no. The first concert I actually wanted to see was Motley Crue, and it was when they had the "Smoking in the Boys' Room" song,
Yeah.
whatever that album was.
Yeah.
And they said absolutely not, no way. So it was actually John Cougar. Yeah, there you go. John Cougar Mellencamp was my first concert, and I think that was '87, so 30 years
What's
ago.
Hauser's tour.
Wait, at that point, did he have Cougar as his middle name yet?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I remember that like a late '80s thing, like where like
Yeah, he
John
changed
Mellencamp, and all of a sudden there's like John Cougar Mellencamp,
Yeah.
and now Cougar's like that's the ones we shoot for.
All right. Movie. Oh man, the first movie. I mean, I definitely remember Star Wars. You know, the first Star Wars. Standing in line. I don't remember any movies before that. So that was what, 77. So I would have been about 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my first memories, is standing in line for like, I don't know, probably an hour, waiting to get in the theater. So
solid answer.
All right. So does that cover all the bases? We
I know.
Yep.
All right.
There's a lot
So
of pressure on this question.
let's pass
It's a
it on
multi-facet kind of question.
Let's pass on to Griffin.
Ah!
Let's hear his, you know, I'll assume it was outside the United States. at this
Griffin
point.
better have fucking Rick Astley as one of his answers, or I'll be pissed.
Oh, fucking
My,
yes.
that was my first handy.
Handy! Jimbo, you're quick on the trigger tonight.
Yeah.
What the
Been
hell?
trying.
Look at that, you've been on the caffeine.
It's all going downhill. I did have some caffeine earlier. I was planning on going to the gym, and then all of a sudden it's 8:30, and I'm like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, Jim must be
I'm low
disappointed.
wired. Normally I take Tuesdays off.
Okay. So first record. I can't remember buying my first record. So we were talking about this a little bit prior to coming on air. But so the first record I remember buying, the first 45, and we were talking a little bit earlier in the day about Vince Clarke bands.
Yeah.
And I don't know if was Jimmy Somerville one of the Vince Clarke crew, because he was in Bronski Beat. And
What's
then
that?
You like the Bronski Beat? I'm hearing that line. I don't know where.
in a very high pitched voice, and but then he did this.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it was like that high. It really was. Like
Monty Python.
Look up some Bronski Beat stuff.
I don't like them.
That's exactly how he sounds. So, that's actually how all English music sounds. Like that. There's a lot of chanting going on in the background, so you can see.
I need to move there.
In a pub. Yeah. You just need to be able to repeat a word over and over and over again in the background.
Yeah.
So spam is a good one.
I blend right in.
But I bought "Don't Leave Me This Way," which is obviously a cover, but it was by Jimmy Somerville and some chick. And I don't know who the chick was. She was like a one-hit wonder. So I remember buying that. But the first 45 I ever got was a Christmas present, and I'm pretty proud of this. It was Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc. Now, if you haven't heard that song, you need to look that shit up.
Can we get a YouTube? I mean,
Yeah. You can
Like
find
that
that
shit?
on YouTube. Someone can dive on that.
Someone jump
Come
on
on, Mr. Producer. Up there.
What was it called again?
Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc. Yeah, and I was like 6 when I got that. 6 or 7 years
Well, the thing
old.
is, they don't have a music video because it's too old, so I can't play the music.
Right.
Well, no,
What do
but
you mean? What do you mean you can't play the music?
Because they
Gotta
will.
be on.
we'll get banned.
Oh, there you go.
You'll get banned in a second. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Band Hammer.
Well, wait. Here's a top of the pop. So maybe they did have one here, or an afterthought.
Yeah, are they on top of the pops? You have
Yeah,
like a top of the pops.
Yeah.
That's, mind you, they used to mime as well, so it'll actually come up as the same song.
Look at that technology right there.
Right.
That's
The old
That's just some
Kaleidoscope
dude standing in front of the
fly-eye
camera with one of them
Yeah.
twisty kids.
Hey,
kaleidoscope.
hey, look who's showing up! Look who's showing up down here in the corner.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, when I think Godly and
creepy.
Cream or 10cc, I think John Jacobson. Fuck.
What is this?
He knows everyone from Journey.
That was so funny.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
What is this?
Oh, you sampled that.
What's
You sampled it already. That's awesome.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing when and I feel terrible because like I could the frustration, but like I was just his reaction was just making me laugh.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What I do? What is
What is going on?
What is this?
I totally edited that out of order too. The I quit came pretty early on, but
Yeah.
How to solder? What the fuck?
Yeah. All I did was
I took a break from my busy day today just to watch that, and I got a good laugh. So it was perfect.
Yeah, made me laugh. Too bad Adam's not on here much anymore.
No.
That's all I could think of when I heard like 3. What is this? I'm like, oh, this is totally up his alley.
Come on, Whip, cue it up. We gotta play it because no one knows what the fuck we're talking about right now. You gotta
It's
play.
only like a minute. It's a minute long, right?
A minute of
Yeah, it's like a minute.
Yeah,
and
but the
15
audio won't come.
seconds.
The audio won't come through.
Yeah, you can play the video, but not the audio.
Yeah.
The audio won't come through.
Well, Jimbo can maybe do it with his mixer, but I don't have a mixer to pipe that in.
Yeah, I can play the audio, but
You
then they
can't do the
won't.
video.
Well, wait, I can
So
screen
you
share it.
guys,
I can screen share it.
You can screen share it.
Technology is
I
hard.
watch Jimbo will play it, and then he'll fucking put a copyright flag on it. shut it off.
I know I posted it as unlisted because I didn't want to make it. I don't know if Adam did his publicly, but I didn't want to be a dick. So
You're a dick,
Here,
so it's okay.
you dick.
Just accept your dictitude.
Nice.
All right.
I'll accept your
screen
dictitude
share
if you accept your dictitude.
Hey, I'm fully accepting my dictitude.
You're being presented, so just share your screen, Jim.
it. All right.
All right.
No.
Oh, here
Now
we
we
go.
can see the URL.
Yep, there it goes.
And do you have?
Oops, I have it muted.
Try again.
Back here.
All right, are you guys ready?
No.
All right, let's
ready.
turn on Journey. Please, God, and I'm gonna keep my eyes on the monitor, make sure it doesn't blow up. All right, here we go. It's on. Marquee's on. Please, please
The build up.
look normal.
Fucking lungs are
He
taking
gets
this
so
monitor.
excited in a second. He's like, oh yeah, it's working, and then no.
I need a
Oh
cat.
yeah. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
What is this? What is happening? What is this? What is it? What has happened? What is that? What is this?
Was that his first reaction the first time he
What
had
is going on? Why does it look like that? Like, what is this? What is that? What does it mean? Guys, what has happened here?
the reaction
What
the
is
first time
this?
sleeping with a
I'm
girl?
looking at it and it's
What
just
is
making me
this?
angry.
I don't know what to do anymore.
What did I do wrong? What did I do?
Honest to God, guys, I can't.
I can't do this anymore. I quit.
Oh, Johnny.
What does this mean?
What is it?
I know it. Fucking shit. It just made me laugh and
The
also
paint
feel
is
bad.
brown.
It's the
It
double
made me
rainbow
laugh,
of
but made me
arcade
feel
games.
bad at the same time. Like I just I feel his pain, but God, it was so funny.
Because the thing is, like, we've all had that conversation to ourselves in our heads.
Yeah.
But we don't put that shit on YouTube.
That was epic.
I mean, every one of us was like, "What the fuck?" And wait, I checked this and I checked that. What is this? How does this happen? Like, wait, no.
And that's why his channel is his channel, because like
Love you,
he posts
Johnny.
whatever. Yeah.
Always give us some good entertainment.
It was like a reaction video.
No, it's totally.
The paint is brown.
Yeah.
How to make your Geo 7 worse?
What was the other one that Adam did with the one guy? Who's Ron? Blah blah blah. Like who's Ron?
Oh yeah, the guy
kept on emailing him over and over again.
Oh. All right, so back to the questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we move on to the other part, so there's one more record that I did have as a kid that I always remember, and I actually tried to go looking for it, and it was called "Growing Up with Wally Whiten," and it was like I was like three or 4 years old when I had it. It was an album, a 33, and it was just all these kids songs. It was all these children's songs. That it's this guy. It's probably like a Mr. Rogers kind of guy, singing and playing the guitar, and it's all very happy. But if you think back to like the 70s and the 80s,
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Yeah, there you go. That type of thing.
Mr. Rogers.
But you think back to kids stuff in the 70s or even the 80s, it was kind of more. It was a bit more like graphic. It's not as sterilized as things are these days. So there was always this song about a grasshopper, and it kind of went like, "There's a grasshopper sitting on the railroad track, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Along came a train and hit him in the back. Polly Wolly Doodle." I'm like, what the fuck?
You all shut the fuck up. I want to hear this.
We need to get samples.
No. Everyone shut the fuck up and mute your microphones. We need to hear this shit.
That's it. You got it. That was the one. That was the one.
From the top. From the top.
A one and a two, Anna.
Hang on, wait up.
Me.
There was too many people laughing. Everyone, shut the fuck up. Let's hear this again from Griffin.
Okay, are we ready? Okay, here we go. There's a grasshopper sitting on the railroad track, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Along came a train and hit him in the back. Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Like, what the fuck is that? Hey, kids.
What the fuck was the Was that your version of Captain Kangaroo doing fucking Polly Wolly all the day?
I'm gonna put my kid to sleep tonight using that. Thanks, Griff.
Is that beautiful?
Shit.
Sleep tight.
I want it on loop.
Is that the song we were playing in the basement scene in Pulp Fiction?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
There are nightmares about that shit. It's also happy. It's just about different poor animals getting squashed by locomotives.
Oh yeah. So that was an object lesson there. Stay off the tracks, kids.
Yeah, it was. Don't go to the train tracks.
Run you over in the back.
Yeah,
It might be on Spotify.
that's right.
Yeah.
You guys can be able to buy this at the end of the show. On iTunes.
Yeah, how much are your CDs? Are they signed?
I'll give them away. It's fine. Just come to Denver 2017. I'll be there. I'll be doing a live show.
Arcade Icons, one of our official sponsors of Denver 2017. There you go.
Absolutely. I also won't be giving you anything like the rest of your sponsors.
Just let us in the door. I swear to God, we'll be good.
Okay. So yeah.
Where were we?
Cassette.
that's
Can't even
records.
remember. Can't remember buying cassettes. I'm sure I did, but I can't remember. I remember having a little crappy, the little box, like shoebox tape recorder. Not like the Ghetto Blaster thing, but the little one. It's just got the 5.
But the one that's going like Journey.
Slap on top. Yeah.
Yeah, we just slapped him down. Yeah.
You had to press record.
Little counter that rolled. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you had to press record and play buttons at the same time to record something.
Yeah,
It was like a conference recorder
through the play button.
Yeah, it was like a little red separate button, and you get on that shit, you know. And if you did it wrong, like you just
had a handle,
chew the tape up. Yeah, you put the coal in the back. No, just English tape recorders with the coal. So I had one of those, and I used to stick it next to the radio and listen to the top 40 on Sunday night, and with it on pause, you know, and you'd wait for your favorite song to come on that you want to get, and then let it go, and then you sit there like, don't make a sound.
The original
DJ would start talking over the end of the song.
That was the original torrent right there, you know. That was
it was an art form.
Yeah.
And then your dad or your mom would yell at you through the door. Don't do the dishes.
I did that to the movie.
Go to sleep.
Take a shower. You stink.
The movie Grease.
You stink.
Stop masturbating to the radio.
Apparently, Steven
Water's running all day long.
Very specific memories about recording music.
Mom, I never.
Tossed off to anything.
Trouble is, your bed is a ceiling from all the porn magazines you stashed underneath it. You know, just like fucking Mount Everest. Your bed's like teetering on the top.
Oh, Gary!
Oh my god! You're a lucky son of a bitch. I had like one, and it was horrible, but it worked.
Like the old,
it did the job.
How did you get a mountain?
You find the wet ones. The wet magazines.
You forget England. I mean, they're like newspaper stands. You know, they're just sold like everywhere. Little vending machines.
You get them in cereal. You know, you're pouring out your cornflakes. Porn mag falls in the
entire magazine falls off. You're just pouring a little bowl of magazine drops off.
What did you get, little Johnny? I got a plastic ring. What did you get, Joel? I got big and bouncy.
That's not even a good one. Yeah.
I got bushy muffs.
I need to get a drink, but God, this is a good conversation. I don't want to leave. 10 feet away. Yeah.
The best issues were the ones that had the scratch and sniff.
Oh! Are you talking about the stickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
What does this one smell like?
You just have the centerfold and the crease was always in the wrong place. Stuff.
It really was. That's fucking true.
No.
What bullshit is that?
It's not good.
No, Buffett chimes in.
That's what I am.
How did we get onto porn mags?
I believe that would be your fault. Yeah.
So your cereal.
You're trying to record it, and then you're like, your mom's like telling you to go to bed.
We descended from your first.
It was that cereal that you were talking about, Mommy O's or something. Yeah.
Right. Milky Puffs.
Milky O's. Yeah.
Milky O's. Milfs and muffs.
Let's not forget everyone's
like
favorite.
the Spinal Tap song, right?
Let's not forget everyone's favorite.
Cups and cakes and milfs and muffs.
Let's not forget chocolate Milky Puffs.
We don't discriminate.
You don't use milk. You don't use milk in that. You use creamer in that, right?
Oh.
Hey.
Gee, way to make it dirty, Gak.
That's what
just made it gross.
You crossed the line.
Yeah,
that's my fucking breakfast, dude.
Is it wrong if I really liked animal crackers?
Depends on what you do with them. Are you creaming on your almond crackers?
So much for the question.
Suddenly got very uncomfortable with this conversation.
Right. Had to go racist.
Come on, let's stay on topic here.
All right, concert.
Yeah.
Concert.
Yeah, first concert.
Not until way later. First concert I ever went to was Prince at Wembley Stadium in London.
Nice.
Nice.
I saw him at a concert before he died.
That was the Diamonds and Pearls tour.
Oh.
So Yeah.
Okay.
So is that 80s or 90s?
It was probably 90s. That was probably
90s, yeah.
Yeah.
I think was he married at that time?
I don't know. We didn't hang out much.
No.
No.
Not like we did. You're
No.
bad.
I was with Cindy Crawford most of the time.
Who will be at Denver 2017.
Yeah, she'll be my backing singer in the Toilet Jam.
The Toilet Jam.
Toilet Jam 2017.
Sorry, Jim. Yeah, that's the new event.
Hope that one's not a partners one.
Yeah.
No, they're all partners events.
We're going everywhere together.
Do not fool yourself for a second. Yes, once you're partnered up with someone, you're going to be hanging with them the whole weekend.
You'll be hanging, all right.
Hanging.
The whole weekend, yeah.
Holding, hanging, holding.
All
right.
Movies, right?
Movie, yeah.
First movie, yeah.
The first one I can remember seeing in the theater was E.T. I didn't cry. Didn't cry.
You're so lame.
Liar.
I just had to put my knees up by my face for a while. That's all.
Oh, Jesus.
Carrie, what are you doing?
Carrie, do not burn down your house.
Right?
She's letting the smoke out.
On the Google.
Yeah, my socket got caught there and it's sparking
Easy.
now.
That's onward. Stop
That's
it.
not good.
Yeah.
You gotta pull back all your hair, Carrie, and tie it up. It's gonna burn.
It's far away from where this is, and
What's wrong with your socket, Carrie?
It burns.
right, it burns.
It burns.
No,
It
it's
burns.
no, things are sparking.
Cranberry
Sparking's
juice.
not good.
Don't forget to tin the tip.
Oh, okay. Fuck this.
All right, Joel, pass it along.
I'm going to pass it along to
This question's going to last forever.
Gleek, who I understand is going to come and see me in San Diego soon.
Hey, what's up? I will. Next month.
All right, man.
Okay, so yeah, this is an awesome question because it requires a lot of research and remembering and a lot of stuff. So I didn't start with 8 tracks, although I did have some. I never collected any, or I don't know what they were. Obviously, I started with vinyl just like everybody else. The parents used to listen to their. I was a 70s kid, so we grew up with disco in our house when it wasn't dead. But yeah, exactly. Knock on wood, right? My first vinyl was like Joel's. It was because our parents gave us these little red what do you call record players, Fisher Price or something like that, and they would only play the 33s, I think, not even the big. I mean the 45s, not the big LPs, you know.
Yep.
So it was
It had a big hole in the middle. Not the little hole.
yeah, big hole, yeah.
Yeah, 45, big hole. Yeah.
It was red and white, I think, and I was a Disney.
Wait. So sorry, to Mike. Let's just pull it back real quick. This is the first stuff that you bought for yourself.
Oh,
So not your first.
all right.
record
No, it's easy.
ever.
I got that.
So, like you went out, you saved up your allowance.
Yeah.
You went to the record store or the mall to
Mhm.
buy your first X. What is that?
My first vinyl that I bought with my own money
Yeah.
was Run DMC. So whatever their first album was called, I think it was just Run DMC. It was self-titled. I could be wrong. That's like in the early 80s, I believe. My first CD,
That
again.
was the adapter.
Huh?
So I think.
Oh, cassette. I'm sorry, cassette.
Well, no. So no, you start with your album, start with your first vinyl, and then move on
It
to
was
cassette.
Run DMC. I still own it. Actually, everything I mentioned here tonight, I still own.
Nice.
I just can't throw away or sell any of my music. It's part of my past.
Yeah, we can see your behind you.
Yeah, that's my.
Way.
That's his
You get it.
kitchen.
I call it my hoarder room.
Yeah, we understand. So that's your first bag of rolled gold pretzels behind you. I
Yeah,
understand.
because it was last week.
Yeah.
That
So-
shit's
I think
so
somehow we're related.
He refilled it out of the tub.
We can take a tour of my room later, but
No. Just answer the question.
Thanks, baby.
How'd you make it, or-
Run DMC was the first vinyl. The first cassette was I forgot who the first cassette was because I had a boombox when we played basketball, and back in the early '80s, it was all rap. So it was again probably something rap themed. Like I have hundreds of rap tapes, and then I got into metal too, Metallica and all that stuff. But it was probably like Kool Moe Dee or Too Short or something like that. It's downstairs, and then the first
on cassette. That's like a studio release.
Yes,
cassette.
an actual physical cassette you had to purchase.
Not one you got from a buddy who dubbed you something.
No, because we'd all duplicated tapes back then.
Totally.
It was cheaper. First CD was exciting because that's like when it was first introduced. It was brand new. It was digital. And I got what probably millions of people bought that day or whenever it was released was Michael Jackson's Off the Wall.
Off the Wall, yeah.
Super popular. It was insane. So that's something like you can't forget. If I purchased any other CDs back then, it was probably like 100 more after that, but none as influential as that one.
Gonna leave that 9 to 5 upon the shelf.
Yeah, so it's kind of
just
cool. I don't know if the camera. I don't know if the camera can focus on that, but my first concert.
It's a good master. Yeah, Metallica. Yep.
Metallica. And the year on that is 1988. So I turned, what was that, 17?
That's impressive that you still have that.
I have all my concert tickets. That same year, I saw Poison, Milli Vanilli, and Joe Cocker.
Nice.
I have all the tickets, so
need a little help from my friends.
And this is what I look like.
What would you do?
I look like Joni and Scotty and
Oh
shit.
shit! Yeah, you look like
Oh my
Chuck.
god.
That's an awesome moment.
You look like Erin Moran before she died.
Yeah, it looks like
Joni! During all that conversation shit on WhatsApp, you didn't post that Chachi fucking photo right there?
No, because I was digging through these concert tickets, and my University of Detroit ID was in there. I'm like, holy shit, 1989.
He has a cool picture of him and his brother at an arcade too, didn't you? Wasn't?
Yeah, that's really. Oh my god, I was like 12. I don't even know.
That was a pretty awesome picture.
I'm surprised you remember that. Good
Oh fuck yeah!
Well, the last question to answer was the first movie.
First CD and then movie.
I said
That
CD.
was a CD.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad.
You're drunk.
Yep, and then I covered the concert.
Go home, Andrew.
which gave me nightmares. I couldn't sleep. Was Jaws, 1975.
Oh, I love Jaws.
Jaws, that was out in 75. I was, 4 or 5 years old, and I don't know why my parents let me watch that, but they did. It was not a good choice.
Parents of the month.
But that was my first one. I'm sure it was probably Disney before that, but that's the first one I recall. So.
Wally Whiten did the soundtrack to Jaws.
My first soundtrack?
No, Wally Whiten did the soundtrack for Jaws.
Oh, I'm like, wow. That's
There's a little fish in the ocean too. They're singing Polly.
Gotcha.
And you're getting run over by a train and.
And the first I played was probably like Space Invaders.
Nah, we're not answering those.
No, we're not doing arcade shit. Well,
all right, we'll go to who just joined. Did what's his name? Buffett say it yet?
No, Buffett next.
Never heard of him.
Take us back.
You don't have to remind me, Andrew. I got the question right here in front of me.
I'm not gonna say shit.
All right, I don't remember my first record. I bought a ton of them, so I don't know.
Come on, 8-track.
8-track. I bought some from places I don't remember. Cassette. I can't remember my first cassette. The only one I
used. Wow, you're 0 for 3.
All right, so moving right along.
Good day. The only cassette I can remember buying is my first.
Why don't you grow an ass?
Yes, it was the.
Let's go through each one. The CD, I don't remember.
Remember,
I've been to some, but I don't remember any of
You
them.
geriatric old person. Remember your pants?
Yeah, Buffett, you're not as old as some of us here, so
Yeah,
you can't pull this fucking old card.
Yeah, I don't remember it because I'm not very old. I don't have some of that stuff. But the only cassette the first cassette I can remember was buying the Weird Al's "Dare to Be Stupid" album.
Oh yeah, I love that video.
That was a good album.
For that song, "Dare to Be Stupid," that's what I wanted to hear over and over.
Well, do you remember your
Dare
first?
to be stupid.
Do you remember your first all-you-can-eat buffet at least?
Oh, yeah.
Waka, waka.
You get rep points for that, Gak.
Let's change the conversation to something you might remember.
It was either Golden Corral or Chesapeake Bay. I have no doubt. Or that, or it was that, or Ponderosa, or Shoney's. One of the three.
Or Sizzler.
No,
He hit them all
A
up.
Slugworth Sizzler.
Yeah.
Sizzler had a good buffet back in the day.
Can you remember who has your pin crimpers?
Yes.
He has not emailed me back. But my first CD, I believe, was one of two. It was either the first Ace of Base album, or it was the game soundtrack to Mortal Kombat by the Immortals.
That was some early shit right there. Yeah.
That's when Christopher Lambert decided to venture off.
That's the best part of the movie. Every time that music comes on.
Yeah, and I believe I bought them before I had a CD player.
So I remember to go to like dance clubs back in the 90s when that shit came out and like people were doing the Mortal Kombat dance. Like they were fucking like Tai Chi and fucking they're throwing, you guys remember that shit? Oh my god. People thought they were fucking badass.
Throwing fireballs.
Yeah, right.
Have you guys seen the video of the prank where the guy's in the elevator dressed up as like one of the
Sub-Zero?
like, Scorpion or Sub-Zero?
Yeah.
And he just, that shit's so damn funny.
Like the people scream.
Yeah. Finish him. And just start.
Yeah, he starts-
My favorite is when the two dudes are in the elevator, the
then
door
they
opens,
start
and he just jumps in.
I have seen that. It's funny.
That's pretty old too.
It's so damn funny, yeah.
So good.
Have you guys seen that YouTube video where the guy puts a giant spider suit on his dog? And
Yeah.
at night, and he lets the dog just run through the subways.
I love that. It's so funny.
That's fucking
He chases people.
Oh my god.
Monsters are real.
Yeah.
That was
Well, because they also put cobwebs everywhere, giant ones, and they put giant people hanging like a cocoons. Yeah, like body parts cocooned. And people are like, look at the webs, go, what is that? Then this giant spider thing starts running at them. Oh shit!
It's like a little Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah, it's like the happiest little dog in the world is.
Right. But it's like dark. It's kind of hard to see that it's a dog. You just see these legs, you know, coming at you.
If I did that with my dog, that would be fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you did it with your dog.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Tangent.
Good one.
How about them Indian babies?
Because we don't have any arcade talk.
Hey, did you say Indian babies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Close enough. All right. We let's see, movie. Did
Next
we talk
one.
about movie?
Well, no, my first concert. The one,
Oh,
only one the first one I can remember paying for was, I believe it was Ozfest.
Oh, fun.
Ah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I believe it was Ozfest.
What movie?
That's a
I haven't-
concert.
Concert.
Ozfest. I can't remember the movie at all. I went with my mom a lot because she liked movies, so we always went to movies a lot of times together. So I don't remember what my first movie was.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just don't remember. But anyway, so yeah, kind of lame.
Mostly null.
Damn, am I older than you, Buffett?
Yeah.
You said Ace of Base.
Buffett's only 21, all right?
Buffett's actually pretty young.
Yeah.
Seabart's older than Buffett.
Yeah.
Except for Jim, I think I'm the youngest here.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
How old are you,
Buffett,
How old,
can I ask how old? Yeah.
Well, I was in the late 70s, put it that way.
Damn, you're younger than me.
I told you. I'm young.
Dude,
He's mentioned it. He's mentioned it before in an episode a
no,
long
it's
time
just
ago.
mind blowing.
We just gained a viewer because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you drinking there, Gleek?
I don't know. You need to Detour?
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
a bad sign.
Whatever my wife poured me.
Found it in the trash can.
UINTA. It's out of Utah.
Yeah, whatever. You blew some homeless guy for it earlier.
Yeah.
Right?
Comes free with
Came in
roll
a
call.
paper cup.
We'll blow you for
I don't know.
Then I can have all I want.
Whatever is in this ruggedy old thermos that was on the street.
Yeah.
Better be good.
I'll check it in. Thanks.
The back alley ale.
This shit's the best. It's legit.
It's gold.
Splash it off your chin.
It really sticks to your stomach.
Backdoor ale.
Backdoor ale.
The KY slide.
Hey, Stifler, how's the pale ale?
That sounds like a dance.
KY slide. Everybody do the KY slide.
Do
I think we have the show title.
It's only 10
KY slide.
Everybody do the KY slide.
I have two never too hungovers left. I think I'll be using them both tonight.
Jeff says,
Tonight's
"Watch out for
episode
the
is brought to
nerds."
you by.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of sponsors,
Yep, there you go.
that we
Sponsored
need,
by KY slide.
that we deserve.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Oh man! Anyone coming to my concert at Denver 2017? I'd like to see you doing the KY slide.
I'll bring some,
Please.
I'll bring some KY slide with me.
We will totally have a dance off at Denver Twins.
Doing the KY.
Close Island get a dance floor.
Just saying.
Okay, Buffett, pass it along. I don't think anybody's actually duplicated an answer yet, have they?
I don't think so.
Not yet. No. Yeah.
That's because it's such a
Good
ridiculous
variety.
fucking question. No one can remember
It's
it.
like a set of questions.
That's when we came up with it like
It is.
37 seconds before the fucking show.
Exactly. That's how we roll.
So what'd you do arcade related this week? Well, that about concludes this episode, folks. So we'll see you next week.
All right, Gak.
Not on time.
The photo's uploaded with your mug in it.
Which
Untapped.
photo?
What?
Untapped.
What?
What?
Am I speaking a different fucking language?
What is this? English, motherfucker. Can you speak it?
Do you speak it?
Oh, yes.
One more
Oh,
time.
no.
I double dare you, motherfucker.
All right, Buffett, pass it along.
How about Carrie?
Woo! My dogs, thank you, because I'm like, I need to go feed my dogs. Okay, I'm gonna need primer. I don't remember. Yeah, this is the I don't remember question. The first, I was hopelessly not with the music scene, so this is just going to be embarrassing. My first record album was Billy Joel's Glass Houses. That's the first
cool.
one I
Not as bad as Ace
and
of Base.
it's because the boy I liked, he played it or something. I'm like, oh my god, this is such a good album. It wasn't even new. It was something old. I know,
a crush on every boy.
no, just one. His name was Chad. And he didn't go to
God.
my school. He was older than I was.
Of
yeah.
course.
My dad was dating his mom.
He had a van.
What?
double date
With a waterbed in the back.
Yeah, no, not even. No, he had no. I was not even.
Sure.
In
have
his
calves.
league.
There are a lot of pornos with step-siblings.
I wasn't even in his league.
Pictorial muscles.
I was a child. He was like a senior in high school, and I was like a middle
bulging
schooler.
biceps.
Is he a pole vaulter?
So
Oh no!
I can't remember.
He's a regular tripod.
Bulges in all the right places.
Even the dogs don't like it. They're barking up his face.
I know, right? There he-
He's from the valley. He's
13,
hot.
damn it.
All right, so there we go. So Billy Joel Glass Houses was my first record album I paid for with my own money. I have no memory whatsoever of buying my first cassette. Mm-mm.
No.
I bought a lot of them though. My first, you'll appreciate this. My first CD that I bought was the soundtrack to
Billy
Phantom
Joel.
of the Opera.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say Xanadu, but that'll work.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Oh, that would have been Joel's answer. I'm sorry. With Olivia Newton-John.
My first concert was Yes.
Ooh, nice.
And the first movie I remember seeing in the movie theater, where actually, I have a vague memory of of being taken to some Disney thing, but that's too vague. I remember Star Wars.
Cool.
So that's our first repeat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very first. Yeah.
I took a girl on the first date to see Caligula once.
Oh, geez.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the vampire movie.
That's a pretty crazy movie.
Yeah.
Is it the silent black and white one?
Did it turn her on or turn her off?
Yeah, it went well.
It's the accent.
That movie is insane.
Well, at least it wasn't the human centipede.
Part 3. No.
Yeah.
All right, I will pass it to Brad.
Oh, I'm up now, am I?
Yeah.
You are.
Boring. Boring.
Nice.
Band? Oh, wait.
Still has no stars, no glow-in-the-dark stars.
No. Mike, you know where they went? They're up in my kid's bedroom ceiling.
Fuck kids.
Soon as he saw them,
put you in jail.
As soon as he saw them, that's where they went.
That's in Denver. Apparently, they made that legal now.
Oh,
That's a new law.
So my first
Denver,
album,
2017.
that day.
Taking requests.
My first album, I got it later after I had like cassette tapes and stuff. Basically, because I got the Breakdance album.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, nice.
And so I was wanting to learn how to do some scratching, so that's.
Can you spin on your head?
No.
Why do you think his hair went?
What would that look like?
To try to figure out which one it was, I actually found it's on YouTube. You can actually listen to the whole thing right there. So
I'm downloading it right now.
True.
So that was the first record, but that was like '84. Yeah. So that was like way after I had cassettes and stuff, I think.
So did you have the piece of cardboard you took out in the backyard and practice the moves?
No, but I could do the moonwalk pretty good.
And the KY slide.
Yeah. The KY slide came later in life.
When you were down on your luck.
That was more of a experimental phase.
Eight track. I do remember getting an 8-track, and it was Black Sabbath 8-track.
Ooh, yeah.
You know how to use an 8-track.
Yeah, actually, Gleek, didn't you have one that looks like a dynamite ball? I had one of those.
Did that have Ace of Spades on it?
Did you have one of those?
No, mine was it was like a home unit, and it had like you could skip like 4 track.
Well, that's how they all. That's how they all worked.
I know, but that's the only recollection I have of it. It didn't look like a bomb.
I thought somebody I knew like bought one recently.
No, I don't have.
Okay.
Right now, no.
There's
I just made a faux pas there. I thought Ace of Spades was by Black Sabbath, but it's not. It was by Motorhead.
No.
Lemmy.
Spades.
Dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had Black Sabbath. It was Master of Reality was the first one I had. The one with the black and the purple writing on it. Cassettes.
That cuts it down for a metal song.
Well, no, it literally
Black
says
album with the purple writing.
it literally says Black Sabbath Master of Reality on it. That's what it says. That's what it says. The first cassette I got was AC/DC Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Nice.
That was my first cassette.
Dirty Deeds.
CD I couldn't remember until just before the show started. I remembered it was Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. So that was my first. I'm reading off a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys are so manly.
Yeah, I was a little bit of a metalhead when I was younger. Probably where all this went. My first concert was a weird one though.
Just
it's all the hair.
How about you make your brain?
The headbanging.
It's got metal plates. Yeah.
I want to see the long hair picture, Brad.
I do have some long hair pictures somewhere. I'd have to scan a photo probably, I guess. But
did Brad with
Did
hair?
you look like your little boy when you were a kid?
Pardon?
Did you look like a little boy?
Did you look
when
like
you
your
were a
little
kid?
boy?
What?
When I was a kid,
Yeah, did you look like your son?
Oh no.
No.
No, I have dark.
No?
Well, I have dark hair. First of all, no, I didn't have that.
Well, I couldn't tell.
He has like beach hair.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like surfer
full of
dude.
sand.
He's like a little surfer dude.
Yeah.
My first concert is a weird one. It was a Guess Who.
You have beaches in Canada?
What's a Guess Who?
We have like one of the top 4 beaches in the world here.
Guess
What does that
Who?
even
They got the
mean?
best beaches.
that
I mean,
mean?
beaches. I mean, what? No.
We have like one of the top 4
Beaches?
rated beaches in the world here in Vancouver.
Rated
Best
by
bitches.
Canadians.
No, around the world.
Best for seals.
Go look it up.
I
I
will.
mean, we're on the ocean. We got a lot of beaches here.
Fine.
And then movie was Bad News Bears.
Oh,
Oh, I do remember seeing that one too.
that was great.
The Walter Matthau.
Yeah, the Walter Matthau.
Yeah, totally.
Not the new one. Like,
That one
Yeah.
sucks.
No, of course not. Yeah,
He's like the coach, but he sits down with the kids, cracking open a beer.
He's
and
eating
then-
drinking beers the whole time.
yeah, he's the grumpiest motherfucker. That's a classic grumpy old.
But he quits.
that movie, I wanted to be like the guy that I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy who smoked cigarettes and rode the dirt bike.
Oh yeah,
Fucking-
that's what's his name?
I ended up getting that dirt bike
What's
when I
that-
was
the movie
little too.
Watchmen, the dude with the black and white.
Yeah, Haley Joe something.
He was one of the kids in that.
Yeah,
That
and
movie, yeah.
Freddy Krueger remake and all that. Yeah,
Yes. Yep.
Haley Joe Johnson or something like that.
Yeah, I mean most of my shit was a little bit metal because of the people, the friends I hung around with. If I told you like my second cassette and all that kind of stuff, it would be completely different. It'd be like
when you were,
it'd be like David Bowie, Let's Dance.
yeah, when you were watching
Let's dance.
Oh, I love that
Yes.
song.
Guess Who in concert, what was it?
Dance the blues.
He turns into Elmer Fudd when he sings that part. Then.
What was that, Gleek? Sorry.
I said when you
Put
were
on your
watching
wet
the Guess Who in
shoes.
concert, I wasn't even born yet. The last tour was in 75.
See?
It was
Elmer
it was a
Fudd.
concert that was put on before Expo '86, I think. Here, when we had built our new football stadium, they did a concert.
Okay, yeah, I see it. 86. BTO was on tour with him too.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, that's fair. I was like, damn, that's a really old band.
No, it wasn't when they were like. It wasn't.
Okay.
It was after the fact.
Gotcha.
All right, so that's mine. Who's? I know we need to do Andrew. Mock, is Mock gone yet?
Nope.
Mock.
All right. All right, fuckers. Well,
Fucker, Jesus Christ.
I'm an old fuck. So all these bands will be like, "Who's that?"
Dude, he
So
said
your
half
first
of
album was like Waylon Jennings or something?
Okay, so my very first album, I had to save allowances for this until I finally had enough. Missing Persons. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Here's this album right here.
There you go.
Good stuff.
It's called Spring Session M. It had like what are words for and all that.
Yes.
Walking in LA, all the songs. Yeah, that was my
Pretty
first
rocky.
album. Yeah.
Okay.
Then my first 8-track tape was the Beatles' Yellow Submarine 8-track from the cartoon. Yeah, that was badass. Let's see. What was the next one? Cassette tape. I didn't buy
a box
cassette
of
tapes.
stuff in front of you?
Huh?
Do you have like a box of stuff in front of you? You're just like pulling this shit out of.
No, this is on my phone.
He's all prepped with his phone.
Oh.
Okay, so
It is homework.
I didn't buy.
Wow.
Yeah,
He had his show notes already.
yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so
Like
I
a
didn't buy
newscaster
cassette
shuffles his
tapes.
papers.
I didn't buy cassette tapes till I had a car because I didn't have anything to play them in at home. But when I had a car, I have a little cassette player. Yeah, I'll buy some cassettes now. So my very first one was Depeche Mode.
Sweet.
It was what's the name?
Behind the Wheel?
No, it was Speak and Spell.
Oh, even older. Okay, cool.
So
Their
it's like
first
that was-
album.
Yeah,
Their first album.
which is an awesome. That was an awesome, awesome album.
That is correct.
Featuring Vince Clarke.
Love
There
it.
you go. Is that buddy Vince?
Okay.
Do you know that Enjoy the Silence was written by parents of 5-year-olds?
What?
No, I don't know about that.
Isn't everybody a parent of a 5-year-old eventually?
It's Americans and the humor.
Oh, I didn't get. I went right over my head.
Uh-huh.
Did that have blasphemous rumors on that?
No.
No, that's way too early.
Yeah.
That's earlier.
Speak and Spell was real early.
Speak and Spell's their
Later.
first album.
Yeah, that's their first album.
Blasphemous Rumors wasn't for
The correct spelling.
Some Great
is-
Reward, was that on that?
Maybe
Maybe.
talk like
Might have
the
been
devil.
Some Great Reward sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, let's see. What was the next thing on the list?
First
CD.
cassette
Oh,
for
CD.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started getting into Oingo Boingo in high school.
Yes.
Boingo Bongo.
And
Any else in before you
the CDs were really expensive. I remember they were like, I think they were like
20
more money than albums were.
Oh yeah,
But
way more.
so you were really picky and choosy with what you bought back then. So yeah, they were like, I think what, $10 or $15, and albums were like
They were
$6
more-
or $7, I think.
$20.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were expensive. So I remember Nothing to Fear was what I got.
Oh, well, okay.
If you guys remember that, I don't know.
Totally remember that album.
Yeah, so that was cool. Okay, and let's see, concert. So I saved my money and went with a group of 2 other friends, and somehow talked my parents. I was still in high school, I think 11th grade, to let me go to San Diego State to go see Oingo Boingo in concert. And that was
Awesome, man. I'm very jealous of that.
yeah. I ended up going to see them like 7 times too. Just they're such
Holy shit.
one of my favorite bands. So
Did you not see?
I
their
don't
chat
know
earlier?
what can
No.
name some songs that they did outside of Weird Science, because that's all I know.
like
them
a
for.
Dead Man's Party. It's a Dead Man's Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did Little Girls. Dun, dun.
Yeah, that's hilarious that you mentioned that one next.
Yeah. Little Girls.
You fucking pervert.
Just can't
Yeah,
get
the
enough.
video is pretty pervy too. but-
Yeah, this video is super pervy.
yeah. And then there's Nothing to Fear and Private Life. This is my private life. It's all in 16 Candles. Anthony Michael
Okay.
Hall's dancing to Oingo Boingo to
Okay.
That's from
Okay.
Oingo
See, I didn't know that
music.
was on
Just Another Day.
Just Another Day is popular.
Their song. Insanity is like one of their giant ones too.
No one lives forever. Yeah, there's a whole mess
Okay.
of songs in
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
So
I've probably heard them. I just didn't
yeah.
realize that I was.
in Back to School, I think what did they do? Dead Man's Party, I think they did in that movie. But
fucking back to
Al-
school.
but along with the soundtrack, they also
his
played
his
in
triple
concert.
dive that Rodney Dangerfield does in that
Triple Lindy.
The Triple Lindy.
stunt at all. Yeah.
Add that to our movie list.
Okay, so
Right,
my
yes.
movie. I
Oh,
actually remember this, and you guys, I don't know if you guys will believe me, but when I was 2 years old, this scarred the fuck out of me as a little kid.
Casanova.
I'm sitting in the theater. I don't even know what I'm seeing, but I'm watching
Caligula.
little kids go into a factory getting fucked up, and the little fat kid gets sucked into
Willy
a
Wonka.
chocolate tube.
Wonka.
Fat kid gets sucked into the tube and it goes away, and the mom's screaming, and little orange men are running around. I'm like starting to scream. My mom has to take me out of the theater. So, it's okay. It's just a movie. It'll be all right. I go, okay.
Yeah,
So I go
when they
back
go through
in,
the fucking
fine.
tunnel.
I was
Yeah.
2 years
So,
old. Yeah, then they go to the tunnel, and the chicken gets his head cut off. Walk!
Told you,
Centipedes and shit. Yeah.
70s was messed up. They showed kids.
Oh my god!
Mark, do you still poop your pants every time you see that movie, or
Yeah.
what?
I showed it to my daughter when she was 2, and she did the same thing. It was funny.
We're going to have a special screening in Denver 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie is
Just
cool.
stand here, do something.
So like when the girl blows up, the whole girl blows up like a balloon, and that
Yeah.
freaked me out. And
can't
then when
do
it all
nothing.
got chopped to bits, it was when you're 2 years old, you're like freaking out seeing this shit.
Yeah, that's unreal. That movie came out in
I was
70s.
in the theater 2 years old seeing that.
Don't come back.
That was insane, but that's the one I can remember. That's a pretty early memory. So
Yeah.
The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last.
exactly. So that's my list. Okay, I'm gonna pass it. Let's see. Who hasn't gone yet?
Ken has not gone. I've not gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say Andrew. I was gonna say
I
you.
don't think he has a voice, does he? Does he have a voice?
I don't know if he has a mic.
All right.
Who's Ken? What's his club?
He's just hanging out.
He doesn't have a mic.
That monkey face.
That's Golden Age arcade parts.
Yep.
He does all the
okay.
harnesses.
Yeah, he sent me something once.
The one with the monkey logo?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, wait a sec. Whoa. We got a guy with a monkey logo who's got no fucking microphone taking up a slot in the room.
Just trying to get it working, I think. Might be wrong.
That is true though, because he could listen on YouTube and let someone else in.
Yeah.
Dave
I
from
think he's
Buffalo's
trying to get.
sitting-
Well, he's
Way to pull him out. Jeez.
way to go, Griffin.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
God. Wow.
You can kiss
You
that.
can't see you and you can't talk. You know, don't make me get my cock out and start slapping.
Oh, Dave came
Oh,
on.
look at the big brains on Dave.
Yeah,
To come in now. Welcome
You're a
aboard,
smart
Dave.
motherfucker.
you better.
The
you
metric
better have a
system.
camera and a fucking microphone, Dave, or you're
Dave,
out.
you don't have a Bud Light in your hand. You're fucking. You're gone.
I want double fisting, Dave. And I don't mean the beer.
I got
I'll
feedback
pass
here.
it to Dave. I want to hear what Dave's favorite shit was.
What do you mean
Oh
eyeliner?
wow! Did Andrew just get demoted? What the fuck is it?
eyeliner in the video.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pass
All
it on
right,
to Dave.
Andrew, call me. We'll have our own little session.
That's right. No, you and I can talk. All right, so Dave, please, what's your first fucking album?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. I was big into like movie soundtracks. I didn't really get into music until
Until yesterday.
until I was almost kind of out of high school.
Till Bud Light.
I was thinking, I was trying to think what album it was. Maybe Born in the USA. You know, Bruce Springsteen. I'm thinking I had it because it was popular. First CD I ever Red Hot Chili Peppers' Mother's Milk.
Oh, you love that
Live
album.
CD.
That's a great album.
Movie, I think might have been like Pinocchio.
It's not Pee Wee.
Disney.
Pinocchio. That's like 40s. That's like 1950 or something.
But they
Shit.
kept
No, but I'm trying to
re-releasing
think
it
of the
though.
first memory.
Dave's like 110.
No, Disney used to re-release that shit all the time though in theaters.
I mean,
Like I saw Sword
I
and
saw
Stone in
Star
theaters.
Wars.
And that came out before I was born.
And I mean, what was Superman 77? Was that anyone know?
Are you just like naming movies off now? Is that what you're doing?
Dave's dialing in on 3G right now.
No,
Dave's
I
just
was
saying words
trying
that
to
he
think of the movie before Superman and like Star Wars. Pinocchio, I remember seeing because the donkeys when the kids scared the hell out of me.
That is
Willy
scary.
Wonka. Yeah, it scared the shit out of me.
Pinocchio is a scary fucking movie, actually.
Little guy, yeah.
Mommy!
Never
Turn
had
into a
that.
donkey.
Starts kicking all over the place.
Yeah.
No way. Track.
Ooh, nice. Alpine.
And
Very nice.
You don't see
cassettes,
kids like that smoking cigars, playing pool, and drinking
Yeah,
beer.
that's pretty harsh. They put that in a kids movie, right?
Yeah, right. They'll teach you. They'll learn you.
You know, that's an Italian story. When I was in Italy, Pinocchio was everywhere. It's crazy.
Griffin, this one's from San Diego. I just got it today.
What is it?
It's I don't know what it's called, Hovo or something. Have you heard of this one?
No.
It's, no, N-O-V-O.
Ote?
Ote. It's India Pale Ale.
Hobo. That's just like what Gluck
Yes.
was drinking, where he didn't know
Yep.
what it was, and he
It's
just
hobo
picked it up
juice,
from
the special.
some guy off the street.
I'm back. I could hear you, but I was in the kitchen turned up.
Hey, Griffin, have you had one of these yet?
Were you peeing?
Oh,
San Diego, California.
Mark, are you
Probably
coming
out
to
of time.
Denver?
Brazilian inspired.
Mark, are you coming to Denver?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's coming.
Can you bring some of that
Oh.
Swami? I've never had that. Or
Hey,
actually,
when you get down to San Diego, I'll hook
Yeah,
you
you're
up,
right.
man.
I'll have that. Never mind.
That's like at every grocery store on the West Coast.
Except in Michigan.
Yeah.
Swami.
Mark, you're just drinking Swami, right?
Yeah, it's pizza port.
Griffin, I'm sad that when me and Carrie
Just down
stopped
the
out your
street.
place, it wasn't a better time, so we could all get just trashed.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It was like because you guys
We got out there late, though. That was our fault. Yeah.
California traffic. Yeah, we were just getting warmed up, and then it was like, yeah, I got to take the kids to the pool.
Get the fuck out.
Get out of my house.
Pretty. No, it was
kind of
big.
how it
Yeah.
went.
It was bad time. No,
How
it
long-
kind of was. It was a
How
brief
long a
visit.
drive was it? Get the fuck out.
We hit some shitty traffic. We were late. Like it was, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Um,
you showed up
we'll
at
have
4 in the
some
morning. So.
No, actually, Griffin, are you planning on going to CAX this year?
No, fuck hex.
I might be going.
I was gonna go, and then
Part 2, the Cax.
I have my room booked.
You have your room, but they're not gonna fucking let you in.
You're on the
Strippers,
ban list.
they'll get
I'm a
you.
ban.
I like a challenge.
The prostitutes, look out, Mark!
Yeah, prostitutes are ready for
Double
me.
lock that door. Yeah.
I can't divulge any titles yet, but I've been on the behind the scenes
You'll
talking
divulge
to
something.
Kumo Craig about bringing some really rare titles there.
Oh, cool.
A small dog in a backpack.
Providing some cabinets, and he'll be providing some. You'll never ever see the kits anywhere else.
Like Portman. Right?
Well, like last year was
that's a
neat.
good looking game though.
There's at least 2 or 3 other titles that he swore me to secrecy about. So
All right.
Oh, stop! Put it
Tell me
on.
offline.
like Porno Man.
Like I got my games
Like
from a
Loverboy.
location, and I had to go through
Yes.
17 concrete cells and an
Mock is
underground
confirmed to show up at CAX if that's involved.
I think he actually started thread on one of them already, so it's okay to talk about that.
What would a dedicated lover boy look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how old is it?
Side
Are we
panels.
talking, on the younger side or older side?
What?
Bunga Bunga 2.
Wait a minute, like
Dedicated lover boy.
It's actually funny when I was putting the site together and I was just throwing random data up here and then test things. I had Loverboy as a board for sale in the classified section, and someone actually sent me a message today. It's like, "Oh, I want to buy that board from you." I know, dude.
Well, when I was at your house, I asked you to search it to see if you had it in your database.
No,
For
it's in
random
there.
shit. Yeah, it was.
But yeah, someone wanted to buy it from me. I know, dude. It's just test data. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, I'm not talking candle wax on the nipples or craft or anything like that. No. Just a.
Can somebody post
Kelly,
Orange?
Kelly.
Whoa!
Orange,
oh,
can you
cheers
post-
reference. Nice, Griffin.
Can you post
Kelly, Kelly,
Can you post a screenshot of the side art from Blueprint on the screen?
Oh yeah, Gleek's got that one.
Yeah, I got Blueprint. What's up?
Okay, look at the side art on that.
Gleek,
Post it. Yeah, I think-
one night on this show, you need to broadcast from your arcade so we can actually see all your games.
Oh my
Tell me if
god!
this would be
Give us a tour or something.
It's difficult. I live in a townhouse, and
just share it on the screen when you have it.
half my arcade is in my basement.
Okay, how about Loverboy for that? No, there's another one where he's chasing the girl.
Mike,
Okay,
Mike,
just
it, what was I gonna say? Were you ever able to fix the finger insert for the heart rate?
No, I just put it aside, and I'm gonna glue it later. So I'm not
Okay.
worried about it.
I hope that works.
Is that
out.
the only
pisses
one,
me
Orange?
off.
Dude, it's okay. I mean,
I on a flyer.
I have 6
Okay.
of those machines, the CompuVents.
Yeah.
They're just sitting in the cat room. The cats are all over them. They're loving them.
See that?
Nice.
Oh, what's this
Okay.
creepy fucker doing
I
on
think that
tape?
could have been like the Loverboy, but have the
Yeah.
ugly guy chasing the girl.
Why is a potato on roller skates? What's happening?
Or is it a glob
He's
of
like-
paint?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
He's like, I got a tater to hide, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna glob,
What's Nature's Master?
glob the shit out of that.
Potatoes. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Boil them,
Yeah,
mash
kinda
them,
like
stick them,
the police guy
boil
going
them,
on
mash
with
them,
the
boil them,
stuff.
boil them, boil them, mash them, boil them.
Anyway, that's side art would be good.
Their eye.
That'd be good for
What?
Loverboy, though.
What's potatoes, process? What's potatoes? Yeah.
The
Boil
chick
them,
on that
mash them.
side, that artwork, she looked kind of like the
What
is
the
this?
fuck
Yeah.
is going on here?
Pull me up.
What is going on here?
This is a
not
great
gonna end well.
idea.
Let's call the ambulance now.
What could
I
go
love
wrong?
Budweiser.
What could go wrong?
I'm flying.
Well, you don't. That's actually a bachelor party.
Break off.
Meanwhile, there you go. Meanwhile, in
Well,
Vancouver,
that's not that bad.
Hey,
We got
Taylor,
the
you
best rides in Vancouver.
they had the top 4 best rides in Vancouver.
It only costs you a beer.
I need another drink.
The caption of that was "Why women live longer than men."
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I need
All right, who hasn't gone yet? Andrew, did you go yet?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Andy!
Oh,
Andy!
No, we all went.
Yep.
Andy!
Andy!
Are we done?
We did some arcade shit.
We lost Ken, unfortunately.
Can a fucking can? Oh,
So, Orange Whip, if you can help out with that, maybe get him a microphone or something. I don't know what is.
No, I think he does
like he
have.
fucks.
I think he does have stuff.
Microphones kind of needed.
Herman.
Is that the
The
same
guy can
can?
create insane harnesses for just about any arcade game, but you can't get a freaking microphone working. Come on, man! Come on!
Yeah.
Oh, was that Ken?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I remember what
That's making my thief harness.
Yes.
Yeah, the
I
one
said
you just fucking shit on.
I said earlier, you
Don't
don't you off from a thief
Don't
harness.
expect a thief harness anytime soon, Griffin.
Yeah, so for sale, Thief Project.
Yeah, I got Ken's harness on my Warlords, actually. He does good work.
I got
Yeah,
that
for
on.
sure.
Well, for other people.
Ken builds an AR2 testing kit. I got that. It's pretty cool.
It's cool story, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow, we got 23 people watching right now.
We had 24 at one moment.
Hey, there's Slick Nick. What's up, buddy?
Slick Nick just joined up.
Nick!
Oh, that's a good one.
Nick, are you going to CAX?
Don't go to Cax, Nick. It's smelly.
Well, let's get the question done. Who's answering the question? Let's get it over with.
Yeah, this question was way too long.
Who was the last one that was answering it, anyways?
Dave.
Oh, he's not here. Okay, Andrew, it's past you.
All right. I was actually kind of not going to do the answer. All right, whatever.
Only
Sure,
because Steve Art is
question.
with us tonight. You're the
I know,
last
it's
one.
my question. That's fair. All right, so I bought my first CD with my own money before my first record album that I bought with my own money. So my first CD was New Order, Low Life.
Ooh.
What was there hit songs on that one? Because I didn't have that on.
Yeah, so Subculture, Better,
Is Blue Monday on that one?
Shit.
Yeah.
No, Blue Monday's not on that one.
Bizarre Love Triangle.
Bizarre Love Triangle's on that one.
It's like all of our brain cells are being way too taxed with this question.
Yeah, right. Elijah's on that one. Elijah makes its way into a lot of different places. It's an instrumental, though. But yeah, so that was my first CD. That one, I prized that CD forever because it was like my parents had a CD player, and I was like, and I would take that one CD downstairs and play that one CD that I owned on
Make
there.
sure it's all clean and perfect. And
Yeah. Like when they weren't home, I would like jack up the volume. That was like a big deal.
You jack up.
That's right. My first record album, actual like vinyl that I bought in a record store. New Order, I bought that at a mall. That was totally like buying that shit at the mall.
Warehouse.
Did you do it to impress a girl?
No,
it's good music.
Did you do it to impress a boy named Chad?
I may have impressed more boys than girls in my youth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much
I think
like
a
my
lot of men
adulthood.
fall into that trap. Yeah. It's the bicep.
Of which I have none. My first actual vinyl album was a Public Image Limited album, which is the album they put out that had based on which format you bought it on. So if you bought
the Blue Line
album, if you bought the vinyl, it was called album. If you bought the CD, it was called compact disc. If you bought the cassette, it was called cassette.
Oh, that's cool.
And they had T-shirts promoting that said shirt.
Yep. Which is very funny. So
it was awesome.
Public Image Unlimited, Johnny Lydon, of course, Sex Pistols fame.
Friend of mine.
So then my
This is not a love song.
It would be. Yeah.
Not a love song.
Me and the Queen.
Yeah. So
Hang out with Johnny.
Love Song wasn't on that one. Rise was probably the biggest song off of
Seattle
and album. And
Was Open Up on there?
Open Up. No, that's much wasn't
Is that? That's kind of a cool
Wasn't
song.
Seattle on that too?
Because that was done with Massive Attack, wasn't it? Open Up.
Was
No,
it?
Johnny Lydon. Johnny Lydon does Open Up.
Yeah.
That was
That's
probably
left field.
Johnny Harden?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, Left Field.
I left field.
Farewell, my fair weathered friend.
Oh, it was with Left Field.
That was with Left Field.
Leftism.
But that's super. Yeah, that's much later though. That's like late 90s.
Leftism. Talk about
Farewell.
ahead of its time.
So long, farewell.
I don't think Massive Attack did anything with Pill.
No, totally. I was thinking left field, not Massive
That was a
Attack.
great album, though.
That was way out of left field.
I loved it.
That totally was out of left field. And it's a great album. Well, it's a great single. Not the whole
Well,
album.
the whole leftism album.
You're a great single.
Pretty good.
Mushrooms over the horizon.
Bizarre Love Triangle.
You're a great Taken, too.
Bizarre Love Triangle came after Low Life.
That's right. That's a good point. Bizarre Love
Someone
Triangle
say
was
Love
on Substance,
Triangle?
wasn't it?
Which one?
Substance.
Yes. Yeah.
So my bad on that one. Actually, I did buy Substance as a double cassette. That was my first double cassette.
Oh, the double cassette.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
And the fancy box that opened like in two different directions.
It was the two tops were just basically glued together.
Yeah.
But that was really expensive. I remember buying Substance for actually the Joy Division Substance and the New Order Substance. Those were expensive albums to buy.
Mm-hmm. I had that.
Yeah, and they were. I want to say like
awesome.
Cassettes were like $18.
Yike!
It was crazy. Yeah,
And that's in old money.
that's in old money.
Yeah.
That's
like $52 today.
Nowadays.
That's $80s dollars. Yeah,
It's like a whole buffet.
that's all.
Oh no.
Plus tax.
So my first 8-track is kind of a different story because I remember having 8-tracks as a kid. My brother had an 8-track player, so I remember REO Speedwagon. I think we were talking about this on Slack. I thought that was my first. Yeah. That was my first 8-track, but I think I got a hand-me-down of that from him. Hand-me-down. My first
Hand-me-down.
Is it handy down like KY Slide, or is it?
Yeah. Well, it starts out with a hand-me-down, and then it's
the hand-me-down, the KY Slide.
It escalates a little. Yeah. I picture like all these commercials for like the slip and slide, like kids
to the Astro Glide jiggle.
Dude, we're making up our whole own dance routine right now. The handy down with the KY Slide and what's it called?
Astro Glide jiggle.
And a little twist at the end.
Dude, I don't know. I'm going to be able to say Astro Glide jiggle after a few days.
I'm doing it.
If you're doing it, I'm doing it.
Do it.
So,
These are what should be on the T-shirt.
Yeah. Who's taking notes? Somebody taking notes?
Oh shit!
I'm sure the show will be named KY Slider or something.
KY Slide.
Here's mud in your eye.
Oh my god.
The KY Slide to mud in your eye.
KY Slider.
Here's mud in your eye.
Yeah.
It's we call everybody do the KY Slide. I've got it written down.
So my first car had an 8-track player in it.
No way.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Wow.
My first car was a 1970.
Three Dog Night all the way. Bump.
I think the only 8-tracks I had at that point was some John Denver and maybe some Air Supply.
Tell me it was a Pontiac Firebird with a T-top.
It was a 1976 Chrysler Cordoba Coupe.
Huh.
All leather, all electric, fucking 360 V8. That thing was a monster.
Did it have a licorice
The
dispenser?
chick magnet.
Yeah, right. It was not a chick magnet, believe it or not. But
It was a boy magnet.
It was fucking pimp.
Dude, I want to.
Cock conductor.
It was a cock conductor.
That's awesome. I want to say that. Wait, say it again, Steve. Say it. Say it again.
It was a cock
cock
conductor.
Yeah.
I picture a guy in a suit with a little wand, like conducting.
He'd be from his crotch though. He'd be like,
Yeah. He's like,
I want to know.
All aboard, cock.
I want to know. Does this car have the?
come on, harmony. Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Everyone swing.
Swing.
Everyone do the KY Slide.
Let's get more height in the back there. Let's go.
Is a KY Slide like a line dance? Is it like the electric slide?
Definitely. There's only one rule.
Now just
Boogie woogie.
No, it has to be male, female, male, female. That's the only.
We don't have enough ladies for that. Sorry, Griff. You're gonna have to be a female.
Carrie, you can go
Carrie, you're gonna have to clone yourself. I'm afraid.
Good Lord, lady.
Sorry, Griff. You're riding bitch that time.
It's just you and maybe Sylvia if she turns out.
Oh, how fun would that be? Hector and Sylvia showed up. Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Next time,
You know, my daughter keeps stealing the never too hungover drinks out of my.
Boy, you're training her well.
Yeah.
Boy.
Hydration. It's for him.
Better you than someone else, Mark.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Dad, it's all because of you.
I'm just following in your footsteps. You drink a few of these, and you have one of these.
Yeah. When should I drink this?
Better than in the back of a car down some country lane.
Wait, he's the one who told us how to fucking drink that. I mean,
Wait, what are we talking about?
This whole group.
Passing on the
Is Mark the one who introduced us to that?
Yeah, it's totally Mock that did that.
The alcoholic tips.
What movie was I Learned It All From You, Dad? What was that from?
Oh, that was a
From a
commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the direct commercial.
Remember the one with the creepy old man? All right, this is gonna be our little secret. There's a little girl sitting on the bed.
Yeah, so you know what, Mark? The best thing about your video collection is that you included all those MTV snippets. That was awesome.
Oh, the little channel IDs.
Yep. Excuse me. Yeah.
I've been collecting video game commercials now. So I have
What a great idea for arcade videos! Like in their
Mark,
background.
I need to
That's
send you
awesome.
like a big old portable hard drive.
Flash drive.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the size is. I'll find out what it is. But I have like
I'm curious about the size, Mark.
You know, like
I have
like a bunch of MTV videos.
I want it down to the millimeter.
And then the commercials.
Yeah, I have like the one with Jack Black who does the
yes, the Pitfall.
he's like 13 years old. He's doing a commercial for Pitfall.
Yeah,
Harry.
Pitfall. Yeah.
And then I have a Demon Attack Tough. Remember Demon Attack Tough?
What year was that car on?
There's the British guy who did all the Intellivision commercials too.
Yeah. George Plimpton or something.
I don't remember his name. Yeah.
George Foreman.
Yeah, the grill.
No, that's George Foreman's grill. I also have the pole position one. Have you seen the pole position one where the giant hand comes out and grabs the family out of the car? It's like a family mobile. Then it shakes them, and they all fall out. They land in the pole position race cars, and all racing each other, and that's crazy. Anyway, I got to check that one out. I got a whole bunch. They're pretty awesome. Yeah. Solar Fox.
Sorry, Mark. I'm
Not
just saying
much.
once you complete that other collection you're building up with all those commercials and stuff, let us know so we'll get you up.
Let us pray.
Yeah.
Don't say we all.
I had some ColecoVision ads in there for like Donkey Kong Jr. and stuff. Yeah. Mario, where are you?
So, we go to Amazon and we buy whatever 4 terabyte hard drive and a case of Never Too Hungover. Mail them both.
Yeah, we'll
preloaded.
We'll stock them back up. Yeah.
With some vitamin D supplements.
Unfortunately, I've gone past the 60. What's the thumb drive? The
64 is 128.
64. Yeah, it's over 64 now.
What, terabytes?
Gigabytes.
No,
He's terabyte.
He's got 9,000 hours of fucking TV.
Yeah, perfect.
For you,
You watch it the rest of your life, and you watch the same one twice.
I've got a
that's
micro
kinda cool.
SD that's 256 gig. Though.
Put them on in your case.
I mean, shit. I feel like I have like so much hard drive space on my workstation, and it's not.
Well,
it's not 64 terabytes.
You're like right here.
Sorry, it's the
Right there. There's a TV right there, and there's a TV right there. And I just run the music videos, and I very rarely will see a repeat, and like maybe weeks will go by until you see a repeat. But yeah, you just set it to random. You just set.
And Steve stays in there for weeks to see if there's a repeat. Never.
I don't even think I watched
Unless
that.
I've been good, I'm allowed to come out and have dinner.
That's why he's so pasty white. He never sees the sun.
Even if you live in
Thanks.
California.
No, that's kidding.
But yeah,
He's got that Southern California nerd complexion.
He just hasn't white balanced his camera for a really long time.
I don't tan. What can I say?
Next time I fall.
Just get red like a lobster.
It's good to be the king.
Shrimp it.
It's good to be the king.
So, Gleek, I don't know. Gleek and Andrew.
Steve,
by the way.
I expect the hat to come out tonight.
Yeah, the Devo hat out. So Gleek and
I'm getting
Andrew.
there. When I get to finish with this Devo hat.
That a boy.
All right.
Well, cheers to you.
So do you guys
Mine
know?
four.
You guys should know Francis J. Fox, right?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, he came out
Okay,
hung out with us at Brofest
He was
last
in
year.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So I got this. I got this letter in the mail just the other day.
I got the
And-
footer from the government.
What's the mail? What's
It's a love letter.
He like wrote me this letter. It was really
It's
cool.
a love letter. What's up, homie?
Yeah. So he's all, "What's up, homie?" I'll try
I
to read
can't
this.
count the ways that I love you.
1,000.
He's all.
Nice.
I wanted to extend.
Now, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Wait, guys! Is this our first user mail?
Oh,
We
wow.
can say that. Yeah.
Holy
This is
shit. All right. All right, shut up.
Who wrote this?
I know what you
Steve Fox, he's out of Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Sterling
he was
Heights?
next to me.
Yeah. So he's all, "What's up, homie? I wanted to extend a written thanks for you being so kind regarding the shipment of my Grinkfest 4 goods."
Wow.
I'm trying to remember this now. He's all, including the.
He didn't make it to Grinkfest, but he sponsored us.
That's right. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
He was going
What
to try to
happened
make
was
it. but he couldn't
I
make it.
mailed it to him later, I think is what happened.
I bet he got his
Yeah.
fucking logo on the banner.
And he said, including my badass certificate, I think he says, super supporter, because he supported all 3 tournaments we did last year. So he's all.
Oh, did he get a T-shirt like the rest of us?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I
Same as the rest of us.
I know something I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I know something I won't tell. Yeah.
I don't know this part. It's something about since you dropped in I dropped in an easy coin up because I had a handful of those from John.
Damn, he got more than me.
Push button easy coin up things. So I just like threw one in there for him. And he's all, I figured I would drop in a Detroit city sticker.
Sweet.
So,
DP.
You know
City
this one?
Slicker.
City. Never heard of it.
He tossed that sticker in there, so it's cool. So he
Detroit
says,
Billy
"Be well,
Crystal.
and all the best to you and your family." So,
I
you know,
love the name,
he
Monster
means that to
Thing.
all of us. So,
That was nice.
Who writes anymore?
Thank
That's
you.
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Snail mail for the win.
Well, you
Yeah,
got to
he
get
wins.
someone's address, which is creepy to begin with.
How do you get your address?
It's a little stuff.
Well, I
He
think
mailed
it was-
shit to him.
yeah,
Gleek's
because I
taking a
mailed it to
poop
him,
right
I
now.
had to have
He's
my
on
address on it.
front.
So,
Oh, I'm right here, man. What the hell?
Damn
I
it,
was
I was
looking
ready to
for
play
my
some poop sounds.
so yeah,
direct deposit.
Francis,
Yeah, take
if
your
you're
mic
gonna
with
make
you
it
like
to
I do.
ProFest, cheers, buddy. I can't make it out there this year,
Lead by
but
example, Griffin.
And he wrote it by
maybe
hand. He
make it
didn't
to
type
Greener.
it.
All right, that is awesome, despite all of my rude humor.
Cheers.
Right?
Yeah, good job, man. That's awesome. Cheers.
Where's Francis?
See you at Denver. Come out to Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Francis. Make that shit happen.
You can go with
Yeah.
me and my wife.
Bring women.
Didn't he come out to?
Wish I could
He's
let
at
him.
ProFest last year.
Brofest.
Yeah,
Fun spot. Yeah, we met him.
and he was hanging out with us the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Really nice dude.
Yeah.
Isn't he normally in the YouTube chat?
I don't see
He
him
used
there.
to be.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know.
He used to be. I'm pretty
He's on-
sure.
He's on cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely on cloth.
He's got the wiener looking.
Oh
thing
yeah,
in his
yeah.
avatar.
Like
Yeah.
the car.
I think he's in a couple of our photos from Brofest last year.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a nondescript kind of a guy. Like, you know, you couldn't pull him out of a lineup. He looks too normal, I guess.
I can picture him. He had
doesn't
some
have
facial
an
hair.
active body.
What does that mean?
What is it's good. Yeah, I know. Like, Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't pick him out of the lineup. I'd pick someone like you.
Unlike Mike, he's handsome.
Yeah, he's
Jesus Christ, dude.
What?
So,
What is this?
Lee,
What is this?
before I forget, can you tell us about your?
Why is this happening?
Francis is awesome, dude. That guy, that cat. I mean, he sponsored all of our fucking events. He didn't even make it out to all of them.
Right.
Like, dude,
Call me sir,
and
goddammit.
like meeting him in, at a fun spot, dude. He's a cool cat. I like that.
Yeah,
Nobody,
for sure.
nobody
There's
calls
a handful
me
of guys
Francis.
out there like that.
Psycho.
You know?
Nobody calls me Mad Dog.
Nobody calls me Psycho. I don't want anybody
me
touching my stuff.
Nobody calls me
Yeah,
Yella.
Andrew, I can't remember the guy's name right now. The guy that's like in Australia.
Oh,
like
gee.
sent me beer money.
Right.
Shit, I wish I could remember his
I
name.
don't
I'm
remember
sorry.
either. Sorry.
I don't want nobody
DJ
touching
Flask.
me.
DJ Flask is his handle.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, that guy's awesome too.
All right, that's
And
it.
Bobby Jackson.
Yeah.
Bobby Jackson's a cool dude.
Where are you going, Griffin? Get back here.
Yeah. Gleek. Before I forget, would you like to share with us your experience on
Pants.
that auction thing that happened recently?
Oh, I didn't even talk about that. I thought he did.
Well, maybe he did. I wasn't here last week, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess I did share it last week, but it's pretty simple. I did a minimum bids on like 20 auctions, and I won like almost 75% of them. So
Wow. Jesus.
that was like way more than I was.
So $30,000 later, he's got
Can you
all.
bust out can you please bust out the velvet painting though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we
You
want.
have that?
I showed
Velvet
it on
painting.
last week's show. I could
I want to
bring
see
it back.
that.
Okay.
It better be
Yeah, I missed
Elvis
it
or
last
dogs.
Yeah. Turn
Wow.
your black light on and let's see.
Yeah.
I want
Oh,
to.
do we want to see that?
We don't want to see everything else that lights up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be some additional
black
deposits on that painting.
Squirts.
So,
Oh no! Already?
does anybody own any Elvira pinballs even? Weird stuff.
I
Not
don't
here.
know.
I didn't know she had pinballs.
Two of them.
She has two.
And
Maybe
apparently a third
three.
one on
They're
the
working
way.
on a third one too
Jesus
right now.
Christ, you guys.
Man, jeez,
They gotta make
dirty.
one more before she dies.
Well, this day and age, I don't discriminate. I mean, if
got
she wants
great-
2 or 3
She's got
pinballs,
great grandkids to support. Come on.
Yeah.
Supposedly a big story behind that. The reason why that black velvet painting existed in that Alpha Amusements, and I never got the story. We were too busy loading up, and the owner was there. I never got a chance to ask him, so I still have to kind of gather some info on that. But I did get a Namco bowling Bolorama, whatever.
Yeah, I love those.
So
Oh yeah, that is a cool cat.
I won it for $100. Nobody even outbid me at all. I'm like, what? I won that thing for $100. So it was missing. It was missing the guts. It's basically a computer system with an I/O card and some other stuff.
Okay.
I just gutted it out last week. Everything's in there, and for under $200, I got everything to go with it. So it'll be up and running soon.
Nice.
Nice. That's
If
cool.
you have the space, it is a cool,
great
piece.
looking
It
machine.
looks cool. Yeah.
It's like you know what? It's as big as a red tent for space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's really cool. It's an LCD screen with like an inverter, and it has like backlit lights and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. So I might sell it. I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't come to that terms yet.
So wait, at this auction, how many games total did you walk away with?
I walked away with only one because a lot of the stuff I was interested in. I'm in this hobby for the tech stuff, so I bought a lot of like EEPROM burners, chips, PCBs, to repair and things like that. I got a lot of row change machine stuff.
Have you got an MCR power board? Because I need one.
I did not get any MCI. But a lot of the boards were selling for a lot of people were bidding on them. I only won one PCB lot, and it contained a Zookeeper board, but it was only the video board, so it wasn't even a complete set.
Yeah.
So, and I fixed 3 of them already. Pengo had some chips missing. Pengo is working real great. Bionic Commando was just missing. What does it run on? A 6800, 68,000 CPU? I forgot. But that's.
Did we forget Jimbo?
Huh?
Did Jimbo get to say his stuff?
I'm saying it right now.
I don't know
in
what.
the chat.
We skipped right over you. Is that what happened?
Holy shit! Yeah.
I stepped away to have a
I
drink.
didn't want
know
to draw
if I missed
attention to it, so I thought I would just post
I mean,
it.
I never finished mine, so I never passed it to Jim. So that's all right.
That's what happens when you have a 7-part question.
Yeah. Part A 7-2 is.
Well, you know, however you guys want to do
first concert.
Well, where did we leave off for Andrew? Like CD? I didn't hear concert or movie.
Yeah, I didn't do a concert or a movie. So
did you have one?
Yeah, well, so my first concert was at Red Rocks.
You gotta hit pause for a minute.
What? Red Robin? What?
Just hit pause on your story for a minute, Gleek.
Oh, I'm
back to
fine.
Andrew.
I brought the Elvira up though for you to see. It's pretty fucking crazy and huge.
Oh
you
my
see
God.
it?
Whoa.
Spank it.
So much
Spanking ink.
Get Buffett to change his avatar to that.
Yeah.
Gotta make the boobs bounce.
Bouncy.
Those
Bouncy.
boobs are way too small.
So it's like
But her mouth is the right
Oh,
size.
he's gonna measure them.
Those aren't anatomically correct to hers.
He just happens to have a tape measure beside his desk.
if your penis
Gleek, can you measure her mouth while you're at it?
Stop presenting! Stop presenting!
There's a freeze frame for you.
Well,
You win tonight, Gleek.
we might have a new show title.
Huh?
Measure her mouth.
It's my
We-
different law
We
too.
saw double cleavage there for a minute.
We saw her,
Oh!
her front cleavage and your butt cleavage. Jeez.
I want to swipe my ATM card.
Yeah, that's what
Dude,
How
you're
about a double
ass.
swipe?
Elvira.
Wait. Does it have a chip?
Want to pop my bike?
Dude, we saw so much of your ass. I think I saw some ball sack.
Awesome fur burger.
Dude,
I see you wax.
you gotta warn us before you do that shit. Come on.
I had to stop presenting immediately.
I saw it twice. I looked up at the YouTube feed at the exact moment it was on the shot with delay.
I saw Merkin.
Hey, I gotta look at it when I edit this shit.
You need to shave that shit, dude.
Dave,
Save that Merkin.
Nair works.
Dave, it's
I don't
gonna
know,
be
dude.
alright, buddy. You're gonna be okay.
Nair's painful.
Yeah, Orange, can you Photoshop that? You know, make it look a little better.
Make my clown
Hands.
avatar.
He could have at least waxed.
Give him some butt cleavage.
I'm not a swimmer. Man, that was a good one. I'm like measuring shit. You guys were staring at my ass. I didn't know that.
That's an awesome.
She's a squirter.
She's a squirter.
We got a squirter.
Damn it! Where was Carrie when we needed her?
I think
She just almost got some eye candy there.
Orange Whip has
a telephone call at the front desk.
Can we get like a what do you call that? A replay?
Yeah, instant replay.
No, we don't need one of those.
No thanks.
I love that story.
That's a moon landing.
Stop it! Stop it!
All right, Andrew.
Dude, I want to Photoshop Elvira's torso onto Gleek's butt.
Stop it. There's no more time. You've got to stop it. Stop it now. Turn it off.
Stop it!
Next.
Stop.
All right, Andrew, let's go.
All right.
For
on now.
fuck's sake, Andrew, get on with your story.
We were at
Concert movie.
Yeah. So, sorry. First concert was 1988 at Red Rocks.
It makes no sense.
Sure how that one works, but
I didn't hear it.
that was Sugar Cubes with Fire Hose.
Oh, sugar.
Wow.
Cocaine on nipples.
You saw it before they broke up. That's
It
cool.
was before they broke up, yeah. With a New Order and then Public Image Limited
Oh,
Highlight.
that's
That
awesome.
You're
that
the coolest
was
motherfucker I know.
that was yeah. In retrospect,
Definitely up.
Was it epic?
you know what? What's funny is that like I liked PIL going into that show, but I went to go see New Order. That was like wow.
Was that in Colorado or California?
It's Colorado. It's Denver.
Okay.
Like
So
120 minutes, didn't you, Andrew?
yeah, right. Totally was.
Yeah.
It was actually
Sunday night.
it was
late.
starting with postmodern MTV, which then became 120 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, so I really went to see New Order, but PIL, that's where I fell in love with them, was that show. Holy fuck. New Order was boring on stage by comparison. Sugar Cubes were really fucking boring.
They were emo before emo was a thing.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Emo is actually really old, but that's old DC punk stuff, like Fugazi, early 80s.
Sitting in the waiting room. Dude, I was born in England. Don't tell me about emo.
Fugazi.
Everyone's emo.
So, yeah, and then the first movie I remember was Star Wars. I mean, like and it's because I remember going to see it in the theater, and I don't even remember which run because I did several runs of it. But I do remember, like, at the end of the movie, like one of like my most vivid memories of childhood, and I must have been, I don't know, 3 or 4 at the time. But I remember running up the aisle when everyone's like piling out, and I had my arms out like this, like I was a X-wing, and I was running between the people with my arms out, like it was like the guns and the X-wing.
Oh yeah,
like,
man, you were
dodging
in
shit.
the,
I was so fucking into that.
you're in the trough. You're in the chat.
Wait, how many times did you see Star Wars as a kid?
Well, see, so my mother and my father divorced when I was like 2 or 3, so it was super young. Like I don't even remember my parents being together. So like we were always with my dad on the weekends, and his thing was like, I don't know what to do with these kids, so we go see movies. And my brother's like 4 years older, so we went to a lot of movies that he wanted to see. So that's why I got kind of dragged into for that matter, that's why I got dragged into the punk scene. But yeah, so like movies like Star Wars, he was huge into, Indiana Jones. So my early childhood, that was very much flavored by a kid who was 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
So luckily, because a lot of my memories now, the stuff that we appreciate is really,
Star Wars and Indiana Jones. That's a pretty good.
So your brother's my age, right?
Yeah,
So
he was born in 70.
So that's probably why you know a lot of the shit that I know.
It is, yeah.
Your brother took you to stuff when you were little. That's pretty trippy.
I was a little grommet tag-along kid that went to all the shit because the older kids were going to it. Because my mom would make him take me, kind of thing. But yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. The first concert that I ever went to was Peter, Paul, and Mary, but I did not buy that ticket. So
that still counts.
Hey, is your brother going to be down for the Denver thing?
He won't be because he's moving to England.
Oh,
holy cow!
Yeah,
what a horrible decision.
My sister-in-law is British. She was born in Devon, so she's a South Britain kind of lady. So they're moving back.
So follow the tang. That's how that works.
Yeah, we call them Southern pansies.
Yeah.
Pansy.
Food is terrible in England. I just had to say.
Yeah,
I agree.
Actually, the rural stuff out there. It's all farmland down where she is in Devonshire. It's like
this Shire.
Yeah. It's cute though. I mean, so basically, like, he and my brother and his wife, they're basically going back there to take care of my sister-in-law's parents who are getting older, and they have a farm down there and stuff like that. So yeah, so they're moving out. They're basically selling all their shit, moving themselves, like moving over with basically a suitcase each.
Wow, that's a big decision. What does your brother do? That he can just move like that?
So he does hospitality. So right now he manages 5-star, 5-diamond hotel restaurants up in Aspen. So he's done food services and food beverage stuff for like pretty much his whole life. But yeah, so I guess
he's moving from Aspen.
Yeah, exactly right. So he's going to move to Devon.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, Devon is probably one of the more beautiful parts of the country.
It's super pretty down there, but but at the same time, it's not really 5-star, 5-diamond.
Not Aspen.
Yeah,
it's not 5-diamond.
No,
it might be a cubic zirconia.
Right. Well, he'll have to jump on the ferry from Poole and go over to France and maybe get a job.
Yeah, you could get some cheap wine.
But yeah, so.
Well, that's a bummer. We won't get to meet him.
Unfortunately, not. Yeah. You guys sort of saw him on the show, didn't you?
I did, real briefly. Yeah, when he was visiting. Yeah,
because we had the same voice and all that shit.
Does he have your height?
We are exactly the same height.
Really?
Nose to nose, eye to eye. Yeah.
You guys just hit the roof and it stopped you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
They drink a lot of coffee.
What's funny is that we don't look anything alike. We sound alike, but we don't. It's not from our height. We don't look. He's got like blonde, straight hair.
He was in a video with you once, right? I think.
Yeah. Year or so ago. Yeah.
You guys used to sleep in the same Miracle Grow.
You're right.
All right, so that was your movie. Is that now
Star
you
Wars.
gotta pass it
Yes.
on?
So Jimbo, please take it away. Da-da-da.
He just walked away.
And then he fucked off.
Literally took it away.
Can I boast about the greatest concert I ever went to?
Please, yes.
Yeah.
Let's keep this.
Nilly Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli, yeah. It was actually, and it was here in the good old US of A. It was Coachella.
America.
Coachella.
Come on, man.
Coachella.
Yeah, and it was the Pixies when they did their reunion tour. But they weren't headlining.
Where is my mind?
Headlining was Radiohead. So,
Radiohead.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Well, here's the thing, right? So Tom York was being interviewed on the radio a couple of days before the concert, and he was like, "There's no fucking way we should be headlining this concert. It should be the Pixies."
But they had one fucking hit song, "Creep."
No. Radiohead are massive.
No.
But
Pixies, though.
So we got. I mean, we're there. We watched the Pixies just bang out like 13 tunes.
Boys.
They don't say a word between the songs. They just do the music. And it was epic. And I'm not even a Pixies fan, but it was fucking epic.
Wave of Mutilation, great song.
And then they just walked off stage and Radiohead came on stage.
That sounds like the Ramones.
And did a Radiohead concert. If you are a Radiohead fan, and I am, it's a fucking religious experience, dude. It was fucking phenomenal.
Did you cream your pants?
So yeah, pretty much. So I mean, to have
I just want to know. That's all.
To have the Pixies on stage, and then they just walk off, and Radiohead comes on. That's the greatest.
I think.
And earlier in that day, Beck made the surprise appearance in one of the small tents. And he wasn't scheduled to be on, but it was like the rumor got around.
I got this great song. It's called "Loser."
We got into the tent. Dude, Beck is fucking awesome, dude. And the coolest thing about it was he came on stage. It's this tiny tent. There's a bunch of us in there, and he's just wearing like t-shirt, jeans, or just like a real regular guy, a real down to earth. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been playing with this Game Boy, and I'm trying to get it to make music, and I'm using it for like 8-bit stuff." He's like, "And I want to see if I can like put it in the sound system. Do you guys mind if I try and do it?" And he was having this whole conversation with the crowd. So it was like, we were like, "Yeah, dude, try it," And he's trying to like jack it in and stuff. And this was, this was before he was actually publishing any of this stuff. And he couldn't get it to work, but then he got on a guitar and he was just doing acoustic sets. And then he started pulling people out of the audience and giving them like tambourines and maracas and all kinds of stuff. And he just did a whole set with a bunch of people out of the audience, like up on this tiny little stage with him. And it was just like one of the coolest famous person experiences that I've ever seen, because he was only about the music. He didn't care about anything else. It was just about the music, and the fact for him that we got, people got on stage with him, and we just all kind of like jammed out for a while. That was an amazing experience. And then later in the day, we got to see Pixies, and then back to back with Radiohead. I don't know how I could see a better concert than that.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was one of those awesome live music experiences that I think you come across every now and again. And
do you remember how old you were at that concert?
I was probably about 29, 30.
Did it smell like patchouli?
The whole place smelled like a lot of things from Mother Earth.
Yeah, when did the ecstasy kick in?
It was pretty crazy, but man, Radiohead, dude, they like as part of the set that they did, they never do Creep live, right?
They don't?
No, they don't. They hate doing Creep because it's the song that everybody knows.
Oh, it's like the mainstream song.
Yeah, it's actually probably one of their weakest pieces.
Yeah.
But they did Creep that day. The reason they did it was they dedicated it to the Pixies because, and a lot of people said this when they came onto the main stage. They said if it wasn't for the Pixies, we wouldn't have our sound. We wouldn't, we wouldn't write music the way we do, So that the entire day was this crazy ass tribute to the Pixies from so many different genres of music, and yeah, it was pretty fucking incredible.
And they're still the fucking headliners.
Yeah, I mean
this year and last year.
I mean, if you look at the music they were doing in the 80s, and then you compare it to the music everybody else was doing in the 80s, holy fuck, dude. I mean, the difference is just mind-blowing, Yeah. And I'm not a Pixies fan, but I mean...
You know what's funny is my daughter got into, like, those bands, like, later on just because they're so popular. I mean, she started like collecting like their albums and stuff. She gets the vinyl. She's a vinyl collector. So she has like Radiohead vinyl and she's like, oh, this is such a great album. It's just like, wow. It's like, that's like, I wouldn't think like at her age she'd be into that, but she actually digs it,
I think Radiohead's music is amazing, but I put it in the same kind of category as Bjork. Where
alternative?
Well, no, I mean it's experimental, right? And they're out there.
That's kind of what alternative is, though. But
no, it's not. It's been mainstreamed so badly that alternative can mean fucking
experimental or noise stuff that nobody likes.
I mean, there are artists out there that are doing stuff that.
I don't know if I agree with that because I mean you can't say alternative is rock. I mean rock is a certain sound, has a certain sound to it. And alternative has a certain sound to it.
You can't. There are a lot of people in the alternative category that you wouldn't put next to a band.
Well, it's kind of a wide range. Then you can say, well, that's more industrial, and that's more
right. And that's what I'm saying.
Techno. Who can you not compare to? Radiohead?
I'm just saying you can't. There are certain bands out there that are pushing the limits. I mean, Prince did it. Prince did it
just trying things out and see what works.
Yeah, see what works. He wasn't scared to do it,
Nice.
Yeah, that's Pocahontas.
That'd be funny, Joel.
Wow.
Right next
now we know why you like Coachella.
Yeah.
Sort of like Burning Man in a way, right?
Ooh, look at that.
No, Burning Man is more naked.
It's Buffett.
Yeah, they're more naked, right?
There's Griffin.
But everybody's dirty.
Oh, they're huffing meth or whatever behind
There you go.
Sorry.
So they don't get sick.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Now we're talking.
Look at that.
Man in a mesh shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a taco.
Wait, what?
Taco.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is it not PC to say fag bag?
Dude, that chick has a treasure trail. What the fuck is going on there?
That's a serious treasure trail.
That's a happy trail.
Love it. Look at that.
Happy trail
all the way down.
Nice. I like that white outfit.
That looks like a mom and a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Griffin.
Oh,
Look at that guy.
is that like a
Nice
ponytail?
boa.
Look at his holding up his socks.
Scots. Yeah, he's got
I like
socks
the boa.
suspenders.
Nice. Goes with the boa.
God.
Whatever gets the chicks, I guess.
Dude, that guy fucks.
That guy.
Right.
But I put those bands in the same kind of category as your New Order or whatever. It's like they're out there and they're like, I don't give a fuck about whether people like me or not. I'm going to try this.
Well, yeah, Beck's kind of like that too. Beck has a lot of experimental.
Yeah,
I mean, if you listen to a lot of his music like I do, a lot of it's very different.
Have you listened to the Midnight Vultures album by Beck?
I have it. Yeah.
It's a fucking great album, and a lot of it is parody stuff. He's like making fun of other music genres, but he can do it so well that he pulls it off brilliantly.
What happened to Jimbo?
And Carrie?
Jimbo.
They're both off camera.
Feeding their dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
They're on the other show.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
On phone sex.
Gotta go and siphon the python. So,
Mock. So you're going to CAX, right?
I am.
Well, if you go,
50-50.
50-50. If you go,
All
bring
right.
a Devo hat.
Okay, I'll bring a couple.
Where did you get one? And I'm gonna look for one.
All right.
Where did you get yours? Because I need to look for one.
I bought it from the actual Devo website, like
Oh,
10 years ago.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it's for real.
You get it on Amazon, the official one?
Yeah.
They actually make them better now because now they're like perfectly flat on the top. Mine says like, and a little embossed says Devo on the top, and they're not supposed to say anything.
Oh,
flat.
nice. Yeah, but the ones
the new ones now are perfectly flat on the top.
Right, and that's food grade plastic. You can actually drink out of that.
I actually glued foam inside mine so they fit on your head.
Mox, do you have a yellow jumpsuit?
No, I did the whip out costume with the black long shorts and the black tank top. So I was I was the whip it guy.
So I'm not saying some kind of cosplay thing, but I'm down for wearing a Devo hat and a yellow jumpsuit if you want Saturday night at CAX.
Okay.
Oh well, we could have a costume party here at Denver.
Yes,
that'd be fun.
Yeah,
walk into the arcade or
no, it's all tied together. We'll do that too.
We'll do the KY slider together.
Yeah. KY sliders, 3 for $5.
Who could play Tapper in a stormtrooper helmet?
Jimbo, you're back.
Jim and Carrie.
And Carrie together.
Wait, Nick, are they glowing?
We coordinated this. We're like, when should we return?
They might have a portal and they jump between the two, universes to get to
Oh my
each other.
God, wouldn't that be awesome? I wish.
That's okay. You missed my
Instead,
hairy ass, and it was the best time you could have been away.
Oh yeah. Well, I am cautiously optimistic. I shouldn't even say it out loud, but I'm going to. I'm hopeful that maybe pole position is now fixed.
Woohoo!
Pole position is never fixed.
Right? Well, for what it's
Never
worth, I have 2 other pole positions I need to be working on, so it's not like all the pole positions are working. But maybe
all you need is one more pole position, and you'll have every space filled. Every position is filled then, right?
Too many PPs.
What are you, a sadist?
I won't be keeping them all. Trust me on that one. But
So when Adam comes out with his board, like in 5 years, you'll be able to have like.
Come on.
Well, I have
You can link them together.
Well, put this way that Rich is going to have my bezel for Cheyenne done before Adam comes out with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's why Adam hasn't come on here because he knows we're gonna go. Where the fuck's the port?
Yeah, buddy. Stop
Well,
bolting
coincidentally,
winches.
Crafty isn't on here either. No.
Stop bolting winches to your house.
Although
right.
Crafty had some pretty good updates about his board and Tim McVeigh playing.
Yeah, he posts about that shit daily.
Yeah,
to be
that's
fair.
Yeah, and one circuit. How many more third world countries is he going to go help out before he finally gets started?
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
They need water. Fuck them. They need food. Fuck them.
You call that an excuse? Helping
I
third
know.
world countries feed and eat and survive? Come on, when he could be making boards and fixing PCBs.
Making tens of dollars.
Yeah,
You're gonna have mosquitoes the size of chickens kill you, and you won't come back and fix your
some
board.
great excuse. Jesus.
I mean, talk about first world fucking problems here, guys.
God.
Making fun of third world
Build
countries.
a goddamn CRT factory. Get them making.
What is this?
What is this?
Wyo just posted on Clav. Haven't watched in a while. Followed the link. just now and popped in to see Harry ass crack.
Oh
Oh, weird.
Hopefully no
I
screen
know, this is a good spot.
so-
Oh.
Hopefully no screen time.
So don't ever change, guys.
Fuck
you!
I just say Harry ass crack measuring Elvira's boobs with a tape measure. That's what he said.
That's right. That's what we do.
That's our show.
Nice set of hooters you got there.
Hey, hang out with us, anything can happen.
Oh.
Wow.
No more for
All
me,
right,
thanks.
Jimbo.
Yes.
Next question.
Yes.
Oh, I
I'm gonna guess
answered
the
it
first
in the
30
chat.
seconds.
We don't need to waste like 10 minutes on that.
No,
It's true.
spit it
I
out.
did look at all of them. They're pretty nice. Beavis and Butthead and Technotronic.
Yep.
Technotronic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a shit then.
But you didn't answer what movie you got, Jim. What was your first movie or concert?
Okay, so I'm told that I went to when I was like 3. I saw a few movies in the theater, but I don't remember them. I apparently saw Karate Kid Part 2. No, Goonies was 85.
Oh.
It's in Porky's.
I was gonna say your first movie was The Sixth Sense.
I went when I was 2, I went to see Avatar.
Yeah.
In IMAX.
Oh, that's right. Porky's was before your
3D one.
Hey, you
What?
guys, knock it off.
Quit answering for
Sorry.
me, guys. I mean, I don't need to
Thought
answer.
I muted. The dogs are
Hey,
barking.
shut up! Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys, knock it off.
Just
Sorry, didn't mean it to you. I meant it to my idiot
The
dog.
lotion on its skin. Get the hose.
So my answer to tonight's question is
Oh, that's the same answer as Buffett's.
Yeah.
yeah. No, Buffett got an answer in. His answer was
I'm surprised I'm skinny. Well, I'm not skinny, but
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No surprise. What?
bouncy. No, that's a good answer anyway.
That's right.
Oh, would you like to come back to
Bouncy.
my place? Bouncy.
All right.
Okay.
Crickets.
I like it. Very sexy.
I like that.
Yeah, what is that?
It's not as good as the. It's not as good as the.
Yeah,
troll.
I know oldies more than most of you people. What the fuck's up with that?
Whoa, what is it? I heard it before. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Dave.
Hey, look at what's
Temptations.
Dave from Buffalo, please chime in once in a while.
Look at these beer caps on the inside.
I'll
so-
say something.
those Bud
Laugh,
Lights.
at
Look at
least.
this one. Look,
That's
what's
my
that?
answer for tonight. Tonight's question is Bud Lights.
You guys see this?
Yes.
This is inside of the Alpine beer caps. We got a happy.
I thought that was your belly button.
Let me.
It's a tent.
There we go. Happy camper.
tent.
A tent,
Happy
a
camper.
fucking tent.
Happy
And then we
camper.
have.
Erectus dysfunction.
Another pine tree something. I can't.
Tree hugger.
No, it's not focusing.
Tree
Focus, camera. Come
Tree
on.
hugger, yeah.
Yeah.
A tree
Hugger.
hugger.
Tree hugger.
You're
Uh-huh.
a tree hugger.
Yeah. And look at what's on the inside of my foreskin.
Oh.
I can't see focus.
Oh, stop mating with your animals, Carrie. What the fuck just happened?
What was that?
From Buffalo.
Oh, it's Dave from Buffalo.
Meanwhile,
What you
in
doing,
Buffalo.
Dave?
What was that song, Dave?
The Coin Rejects podcast had it at the beginning.
Yes.
Their theme song.
Yeah.
No, that sounds familiar though. Is it the?
Yes, dude, it was driving me insane. So I
the theme to Mule. You guys ever heard of the game Mule?
I PM'd
M-U-L-E.
Bricktop Jordan today, and he responded. And it's Ball Blazer, and it's a game that I played. I played it on the Commodore 64 at my neighbor's house way back when. I couldn't believe I even remembered it, but I didn't know what it was from. And then now I've been addicted to it all day.
Yeah.
That game's fun. I like that game.
What's going on? Oh. Dude, we just got down the rabbit hole right now.
The show's fucked.
When has it not been?
Wait, who has Ball Boys? Are you
Come on. All right,
Meanwhile, I got Steven had Devo hat. Anime food.
All right, you guys. It's time for Never Too Hungover.
Oh.
Chug, chug, chug.
It matches the hat.
Very hungover.
Trick is not to smell it.
Hey,
That helped.
I got some.
That's what she said.
Or he said.
You drank that, you went all blurry.
It only hurts the first time. That's what I heard.
And me so honey.
I gotta smoke and get a beer, but you guys gotta ask me something about chasing ghosts when I get back.
Well, keep the camera
Remind me, 'cause I'll
going. You know,
forget.
we want to know all about the, flow of things.
Take the camera out to
Nah, I
your.
want to hear the shit from out.
Where are your wireless headphones when you take a leak?
Whoa.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Feel better now. I love the fact Dave has a Bud Light cap.
Write your name with it.
Represent.
Where your motherfucking hats at?
Yeah, let's all wear hats.
Is that my name? I can fucking take the Mona Lisa over there.
Brad's in.
All right. I like Gleek's hat. That looks like
Hat's
something.
on.
It's a bowler. Like a bowler hat.
Bowler hat, yeah.
I'd have to go
Fuck, I better
One of
fucking
the bowler shot.
Everybody grab a hat.
All right. Fuck.
All right.
If you don't do it, you're gonna get fucking kicked off the show.
Ooh, is that a promise or a threat?
Both. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh my god, what the hell is Joel wearing? A condom?
I actually have a true fedora, but I'm not gonna go get that because it's douchey.
Yeah.
That's your wife's hat, Joel. Right?
Actually, I got two hats. I'm gonna wear this
My
one
daughter's
instead.
hat. This is fit over my giant head. It's like an orange on a toothpick.
Well, it's hard when you got the headphones. It's hard to keep the
No,
hat
I just have a giant head.
I got my hat on.
I got my boa on, motherfuckers.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange outfit right there.
yeah, that's
Holy Clockwork Orange.
you're looking fine. Look at that.
Leek's
Love
ready for the bars, man. He's peacocking.
Blake, you bring that to San Diego. You and me will go out in the town like this, man.
They're not gonna wreck me.
Yeah. I might.
You
All right.
Waka waka.
You don't need lube with all that hair.
Look at that. It's at a rakish angle.
I wasn't even going for the Clockwork Orange, but you're right. Dig Dug.
No one looks cool.
Oh, he's looking in the mirror. I think it's showing a game. Look, everybody's fucking gone getting hats. What the hell?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, where's your hat?
We started this hat thing.
You fucking mock.
If you're not wearing a hat, you're getting kicked off.
I can do.
I got my hat on, so I don't want to hear it.
I'm good.
Growl loco.
Growl local.
It should be growl.
Kicking growlers.
That's a
Growl or
dumb.
growl.
You didn't make that, did you?
Growl.
Oh, wait a second. Speaking of fucking Denver, Andrew.
Which none of us were.
I'm just saying.
Mark.
All right. Awesome.
It's my last
Chug,
one.
chug,
by the way.
chug.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to open this thing first.
I gotta put some in the
I don't think
some in the refrigerator. Actually, I'll be right back.
I look like Prince.
Tonight's show brought to you by
Be a good compliment.
Yak. Let's pimp it. Here we go.
All right.
Tonight's show brought to you by.
Brought to you by Never Too Hungover.
Never.
The hangover choice of the Arcade Hangout podcast.
Chug,
Which is no hangover.
Chug.
Right.
Never let.
Can't even get this thing open.
Hashtag fuck Wednesdays.
Hashtag it smells like what do you- dude.
Richard Simmons' crotch, or wasn't it?
It was Richard.
Oh,
yeah, it was. That smells like Richard Simmons leotard.
Shit, that's hot.
Yes.
Smells like 40-something spirit.
No, just think about Richard Simmons leotard when you put that up to your nose.
Yeah.
I'm doing this all the time now, dude. I look hot as fuck.
You do. You look smashing, dude.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Or smashed.
Look at this.
Mostly smashed.
Yeah, mostly.
All right, here we go.
I
Bonds
like
up.
Right.
Andrew in a hat. I like Andrew in a hat. Looks good.
Right?
Yeah.
My dad's
Nice.
Yeah.
You look mighty dapper.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Excommunicated Mormons.
Some people can wear hats.
Oh,
Some
nice.
people can. I can't wear hats. My head's too giant.
You look like you read books and shit.
It doesn't help when you're wearing the headphones. The headphones are making it a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it's hard, right?
Right? Yeah.
The baseball cap with the headphones, but not the fedora.
No, I have a giant head. Actually, so I got my motorbike license, I don't know, about 10 years ago. And then went out and bought a nice 650 and got my helmet. And I had to buy X extra large because I have a big head. And
you don't look very good.
Just wait, Griffin.
I put the helmet on. You know, okay, I got a helmet that fits. When you're doing 80 on a bike with a head as big as mine, with a helmet on,
Your neck.
Actually, we call that buffeting.
yeah, don't look left. Don't look left or right because you'll fucking snap.
Yeah,
your
you
head
tear
off.
your fucking head off, man.
Oh God.
That's that kind of thing. When you're down in a tuck and you're like elbow going forward, you're like just looking down, and then you start standing up a little bit. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, I got blown all over.
Damn.
And I had like a naked street bike, so it didn't have any fairings or anything.
Yeah.
Nothing on it like that. So if you have a giant head, don't buy a motorbike, kids.
Griffin, let me go ahead and try to zoom in on my helmet size here.
3. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking 8 1/8. If those who might know what head sizes and hat sizes are.
You guys do not know the trauma of having a large head.
I do. I do.
My wife does.
Nice.
Oh, are you doing the KY slide?
Oh, wait, what are we talking about?
No, wait, what's this? Early?
Shit.
Well, she doesn't. Not the first night, but usually like the next day. Then she realizes.
That's right. When she can't walk out the door.
Exactly.
You are so lucky. We're so lucky.
Both of my feet keep hitting the door frame. I can't get out.
Bleak, do you have a motorcycle?
I did. I sold it.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear me through the helmet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude, riding a motorcycle in California is the most dangerous fucking thing.
It is. And one of my friends wants to buy one. I keep telling him, don't buy a bike.
Don't do it.
Brad got his hat on.
My wife does medical billing, and she gets every week she gets
nice
from an accident from
California.
And like brains come out of their ears.
Sold it.
I
probably
yeah.
Big head.
Every single time I went out on my bike, I came home with a story. Every single fucking time.
That has ever owned a motorcycle in California have all had accidents.
Yeah.
It's not the driver's fault. It's the other people that hit you.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Cut you off or whatever.
Size XL helmet. What size is your motorcycle?
You gotta live in like Texas or Alabama or something to have a bike, you know?
XL, motherfucker.
Yeah, California, you just can't have a motorcycle unless you live up.
Is that a street helmet, Bleak?
You don't
What's
want
that?
to go on the highway.
A street helmet?
It's a motorcycle. It's a Nolan with the NCOM unit on it.
There you go.
Motorcycle helmet.
You roll if you don't have a helmet.
You guys are fucking pansies. I win.
Gotta find yourself a helmet or you're fucking kicked off.
Right.
Joe. Well, nice.
Your helmet better have a fucking flower on it.
I don't have a helmet.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
I miss my motorcycle though, man.
You gotta make noticeable noises too.
I can't fucking hear a thing, or I gotta get out of this goddamn helmet.
Here we go.
But you don't want to be having fun on a California highway on a bike.
Look at Jack.
No.
You guys are
There we
fucking
go.
pussies.
The Megadome.
Go back to the fedora.
I can only put this on outdoors because I can't fit through doorways with it.
Look at the you have a mouthpiece for it and everything.
Well, it looks a little bit Tronish.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I took the visor off. There's the visor. So.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was sitting at a stoplight once. I mean, I'm literally not moving. I'm just sitting there on my bike, and a car is trying to come out of a side street. Nobody's moving. Red lights. Traffic isn't moving. Next minute, my entire bike just gets pushed over because the person in the car isn't looking. They're looking up the street and they're rolling out, and they literally push the bike over with their car whilst I was sitting there.
Oh wow.
God.
Yeah,
So
fucking
are
bike
you
stories are
fucking
crazy.
kidding me?
It's like you want to murder the drivers. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Holy fuck, dude! She literally just ran over me.
So
Basically
you-
just ran over me.
So you
Yeah,
must have
Jay Cruiser.
settlement. So that's how you buy all your arcade games.
Yeah. Yeah, Michigan got a real good deal if you get hit. You're set for life, but you're crippled.
Yeah.
And that is how the Arcade Icons Corporation began.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah, you know what, Joel? I'm thinking your site. It still needs a little refinery, but it's really cool. I like it.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, no, I mean, it's version 1. I mean, it's 3 months of work right there to get it.
Okay, we've all answered the question. Take the shit out of it.
But for the site. No, I mean, I think we've had a pretty good reception so far.
Yeah.
And I need to do some how-to videos because of some stuff on there that isn't obvious.
You know what the
important
hardest thing
stuff.
to do is, though, is to add a friend. I literally had to go sequentially through all the 634 to 650 to get to like Carrie and 34K to add them as friends. There's no search for a person.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even looked at some of that stuff, to be honest. I mean,
That's
some
what
of
the
it
beta
is pre-built. Yeah, but that's why it's beta, you know? I mean,
yep.
I had some guys in there, and they were just poking around in the alpha stage, and
that was me.
You know, yeah, we tried a few things, and then now we've gone to open beta. So, good. I mean, people seem to be receiving it well. They're getting in there, they're adding the game.
Yeah, once it got posted on KLB, I think it's all been pretty positive so far. So
Yeah, you know what I really like about it? When I was adding my games, like Club kind of does it, but
Who's
like
got
you
that
can put
code?
a price for your arcade game, and you can like say it's for sale or not. It's kind of really neat.
Yeah, I'm going to be building out the classifieds thing a little bit better. So one thing that Frizzle Fried came up with, he's like, hey, I'd really like to be able to attach a photo of my game.
Yeah.
To that.
Yeah.
I think that's something we can do.
Also, when you search for a game and it's in your inventory, maybe when you actually go on the game, like you click on like Pengo, it shows you a page with the Pengo cabinet, the PCB, stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's what we have now.
Oh, it's like that now?
Yeah. I have the entire main catalog in there with PCBs and cat pictures, marquees, all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
About 5,000. And I actually started work on the pinball database.
Oh, okay. I see. They're kind of like you got to click each image. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
There's Donkey Kong there.
Cycle through stuff. And some stuff has more information than others, but it's kind of more of a
work in progress. Yeah, it's good though.
We're trying to build it up. The important stuff, I think I've noticed nobody's built out a tournament scoreboard yet, and I think it's because people aren't quite sure sort of how to get there. So I need to do the instructional videos to show people how to sort of make use of that stuff.
Well, also the scoreboards are like honesty based too, right? You post your scores with honesty.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing with the scoreboards, though, is I mean they're designed very much toward the private owner, the private collector, who wants to have a few friends over and set up.
Dude,
a
that
little
is not
tournament.
me, Mark. What the fuck?
What?
In the chat.
What's going on? I gotta.
This is what we saw on the Gleeks video a little earlier.
That's like a little too firm.
Come on now.
Yeah, a little too thick and firm there.
Yeah.
I don't wear a thong, man. Come on.
The cleavage is on the wrong side of that picture.
Yeah.
Ours just did a snapshot.
I'm gonna put that on my LinkedIn.
Yeah, the fur level's not right.
Fur level.
Oh man. Like Chuck E. Cheese fucking mooning you.
Need some eye bleach. That is awesome.
Look up the belt.
That's one ass that'll never get cold in the winter,
Time to hibernate.
Whatever. Next week's question. I'll hear your ass.
How come I'm the most active player on Arcade Icons when I don't even know if I've ever logged into it.
I haven't done it yet.
I'm looking at it. Actually, Crazy Dave is right
Take
now.
like 3 minutes.
He's not even a real person.
Oh, he's not. He's fake.
It's right here, Orange Whip.
Oh yeah, no Orange Whip. Yeah, I don't know.
How did I get to be second?
Yeah, the Gleek, Orange Whip.
Hey Griffin, did that guy give you the barrel back that he said he couldn't do it? Is that why that's there?
He did it. He did it. He's supposed to be bringing it over, but
okay.
He has like 17 kids. So
how many ridiculous hours have you got into this insane thing?
3 months.
So like, let's just say 200 plus hours.
At least, yeah. There's been a lot of work gone into it, and Brad helped me with some of the stuff on there. And then a friend of mine, he's actually a web programmer, and he's done like NBC's website and stuff like that. And I pulled him in at the end there because we needed to do some pretty heavy lifting for the scoreboards page. But the nice thing about the scoreboards is once you set up your venue and you put your games in there for your collection or your venue, you go and create a tournament, and you'll just pick games from your venue, existing games that you already have set up.
Yeah.
So you can just go in, put those games in, pick judges, and if someone's nominated as a judge, when they go to the tournament page, they will see a submit score button. But if you're not a judge, you won't see it. So the judges can do very much what we're used to seeing. You know, you can walk around with your phone or your tablet, whatever, and then you have drop-down menus for the people that have been included in the tournament, drop-down menus for the games that are in the tournament, and you can just boom, 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 put the scores in.
So somehow between now and Denver,
That's awesome.
we need to beta test that part of it.
Yeah, so for Denver, and this is something that Andrew brought up. He said, hey, well, what if we have multiple locations for one tournament? And first of all, to me, that seemed like kind of really sort
Definitely
of
an oddity.
Yep.
But then I thought about it. I was like, well, it's fine. We can just set up a Denver 2017 location, and then we'll add all of the games to it.
Right, for both. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally fine. We can absolutely do it like that. So as long as we know what the game list is, we can build out a Denver 2017 location. We'll add all the games to it. And the cool thing about it is we can create a public sign-up tournament, or we can create a tournament that's got a password, basically, to sign up for. Either way. But people can register themselves for the tournament. You don't have to go and add them all manually. As long as they're registered on the website, they can register themselves for the tournament, and then they're all ready to go. Yeah.
There's like an invite code to one of them too.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do invite codes, or you can do sort of open posting, and put all the games on. We can work out who the judges are going to be.
So we don't
I
have
think-
to worry about our arcade. Like, you think it'll be up?
Yeah,
in time?
you don't have to worry. It's done. It's not up in time. It's
Then
up
Taurus
now.
is not going to be going to Denver, correct?
We are going to be using this on Friday when you guys come
Okay,
in.
Mock, we can't knock Clint Torres. He definitely is.
No, I like Clint Torres. I love him.
Straight up awesome dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. But I'm just asking if, like, are we not going to use him for the Denver event?
For Denver, it's just not economically feasible.
And it's just not a tournament anyway.
Yeah,
so.
we're not going to be. I mean, like if the two players are playing Robotron at the same time, that's not.
Yeah, it's silly.
World record.
I think our contest is going to break all the rules. So
Yeah.
I certainly hope so.
Well, so actually, Joel. So
Like-
clarification. So Joel, so during a tournament, you can promote users as judges, and no one else during the tournament can register scores.
That's correct.
Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what you need. So you can lock a tournament out. So like some dude who's watching Brofest or Grinkfest, whatever, from a distance.
Yeah.
If you were to take over, or you were to take over, like scoring for that, only Clint and two other people could have registered access to log scores. That's awesome.
Yeah, and we've got multiple back-end validations going on there on the form. So even if they try to hack it with the URL, if they're not in that judges table in the database, then if they hit that submit score page, it's going to be blank.
So all you have to worry about is SQL injection issues and scrubbing data inputs and.
Yeah, everything's sterilized though, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be good. Not that I'm challenging people to hack the website.
Yeah.
But I've tried to do the best I can to make sure that the site is reasonably stable and secure. But yeah, Denver will be a great opportunity for us to really sort of put it to the test and
it's awesome, Griffin. I appreciate all your effort there. I mean, to have something like this that we can have a place to just like keep track of things like this, it should be fun.
Really cool.
For sure.
Yeah,
So
I tried to sort of use the experiences I've had from the tournaments that you guys have put together with Grinkfest and all that kind of stuff, and I sort of paid a lot of attention to what was going on. And then when I built this out, I sort of tried to take all of those lessons and put it in there. So, I mean, at a location, for example, say you go to Grinkers, right? And you just casually go into Grinkers on your Saturday night and you post a score for Donkey Kong, right? You get your highest score ever. Boom. Great. That's awesome. The system only keeps your highest score for a particular machine in a particular location. So it does know the difference between Donkey Kong in Grinkers or Donkey Kong in my house or wherever. But it also knows the difference between you being in and out of a tournament. So if you go to a tournament at Grinkers and you score well, but you don't score higher than your high score that you scored at Grinkers outside of the tournament, it's still going to let you post that score.
Right.
It's not going to lock you out. So it's contextual. It's aware of the context of the situation. So you can keep the high scores in and outside of individual tournaments.
And like, what about the issues of like different board settings and different dip switch settings and all the rest of that?
That's a management issue. That's not a tech issue.
Yeah.
And that comes down to the people hosting the tournaments and how they decide to set up their projects. I mean,
right, but like, how do you manage overall best scores at certain games, regardless of location and regardless of settings, though, right? I mean,
yeah, at this point we're just recording best scores from people, and it's basically split out into two categories: there's tournament with judges, and there's personal scores, which is very similar to what Arcade are doing. In the future, I'd like to get it to the point where we have officiated judges, like sort of recognized judges that have been voted in by their peers as being, people of knowledge, people of quality of character, that everyone agrees. It's just like, look, if this guy posts a score like Clint, if this guy posts a score, you can safely say that this is a legitimate score.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, I'd like to work towards that point where we've got sort of certified judges that can officiate different settings. But it's early days. It's new. It's all new tools. So.
Right. Well, I just wondered, like, there's like a separate tier then for like what's recognized as being the sort of official scores. So, like, there's personal scores, personal best. Keep track of that shit. That's for your own arcade. Then there's tournament things, but that's tournament settings, which may be different than like what we accept as being sort of like the proper settings for the game. And then there's, you know, I mean, I'm going to go back to it, but like the Twin Galaxy settings, you know, quote unquote Galaxy settings version of those scores, where it's like, this is on the officially sanctioned settings for this game. That's cool.
And again, I mean, working in IT, we always, and that's what I do for a job, we always run into the issue of IT solution versus management solution. And there's a big gray area in between where neither party kind of wants to accept responsibility, right? So if you're trying to run a legitimate tournament at your arcade, then you understand as the owner of that arcade what needs to be put in place to post legitimate scores. And that's what you're talking about, right? You're saying, okay, look, everybody recognizes that there are certain dip switch settings and, you know, extra life settings and amount of lives and so on and so on, that everybody agrees are required as a standard to be able to post a score. That is a management issue.
So what I say is that, like, I get where you're going with that, but I say that there's also there's an IT side of that, which is you could also take, in addition to scores, you could take dip switch settings for those scores.
Possibly.
And let that filter out how it filters out, right?
Yeah.
So if you play 5-man Donkey Kong, which is not sanctioned by anyone, but that could be a separate bracket based on the dip switch settings, and that's a database.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just all database entries.
Right. So I mean, at that point, it's like if you had a dip switch thing where it's like, all right, I'm going to put in these dip switch settings and then set a score here, and then if you want to go for the same score on my dip switch settings, then go for it.
But here's the thing. I want the community to come back and say, this is important, and here's why it's important, and here's why we should build it in. And once we have enough consensus,
product owner versus stakeholders kind of bullshit.
I want the community to be involved in the decisions that we make. Right. Because at the end of the day, the website isn't anything without the scores, without the people building out their collections, without the people going to the tournaments, setting up the scoreboards. So this is very much a community website. It's free. I'm not going to charge anyone for it. It's never going to be a paid type of service. But without the community coming back and saying, look, this is how we want to run our community. This is how we want to record our scores. These are the things that we deem are important to be able to delineate between X, Y, and Z, then great. I mean, that's the kind of guidance we need. Otherwise, I'm just kind of flailing around and I'm trying to guess what is the best tools that I can build into the site. Now, I'm always going to get the guy who's going to come on and he wants an elevator to the moon because it just fits his personal circumstance. You know, that's always going to happen. And every time I look at requests, I have to think, well, is this going to benefit the entire community as a whole or not? But that's no different than any developer developing any kind of product.
Sure. So I would just like to say that, like, having a way to put in your dip switch settings, to basically have an even play field then would be a great feature, so that I know that I'm playing against you with the same settings.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Regardless of what the settings are, I don't care whether they're Twin Galaxies or whether they're arcade or whether they're some settings we just made up because we're gonna have a good time. Whatever those are, having that next to and part of the score is kind of an essential way to be able to do an A to B kind of comparison.
And I definitely want to have a gold standard.
Well, I don't even think, again, let the gold standard figure out however the gold standard figures out. But I think
I want the community
the whole thing and let people just figure out their own dip switch settings. Don't care about that.
Right.
But if you just had a way to let them put it in there, so it's tied to the score, that prevents you from getting to the into the situation like of Twin Galaxies like now, where there's disputes about scores and what the settings were.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be that. And again, that's not something you can solve with technology.
But you can, because if you've got a database field for handling those diff switch settings, then you can at least start tying that together now. Now, honesty aside, because people will lie, that's
right,
it.
Exactly. That's kind of my point.
Well, yeah, but you can't get over that. So people lie about their scores all day long, but at least you could say, like, look, I trust Brad to not lie about his scores. I trust you guys to not, you know, like, what's the point of lying about a fucking arcade score?
Well,
right?
that's why I want to focus on the people and their character in the community, rather than trying to solve every problem with a rule set.
No, I agree. Again, this to me is just another piece of data. It's not a rule set.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
I get
another-
it. I'm totally with you.
Yeah, another something
I
to
get it.
add to it, which enriches the quality of the data and helps normalize it in the long term.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's absolutely a good thing.
And
to
the cool
do.
thing is too is like when we do the tournaments like at Grinkers, like sometimes like Clint will just fuck with the diff switches and do horrible things, but like alpine ski, and you got to play that on like you know, we get 100, you know,
stupid hard settings.
So it's like, but yeah, it's like, wow, I would love to go back and play those settings again.
Yeah.
And know where I'd still fall in today.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's complicated. It's complicated when you start factoring all these different things in, because, I mean, on the side, for the sake of database sort of sterility, we have validations in place there that if you've already posted a high score on a machine at a location, and you try and post a lower score, then it's going to come back and say, no, you already have a higher score.
Right.
Because
So let's wrap this up. So I got a question for you about the integrity of the data. So let's say your site goes down and crashes today. Is the data all backed up, and can it be easily restored? Because a lot of people are going to put a lot of effort into putting their data in there.
Yeah. The database is backed up on a daily basis.
Okay. You got it on a digital cloud or something?
No, it's the provider that I use.
Okay, cool.
They do a database backup on a daily.
Yeah, because I had the cloud image, and I had to think of the same thing, and so I have a daily backup in case anything happens. All those images will be backed up. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So I mean, we're going to see how it goes. At the end of the day, if the community doesn't adopt it,
fuck them.
Well, you could say that, but it's also pointless too. So,
But I think that you have cued into like a something that we're missing, which is that, you know, like, sure, there's Twin Galaxies, sure, there's arcade, but like this is a great way just to manage your own arcade, your own scores here.
right, and then that was the whole point. You said this is a tool. It doesn't matter. I mean, next Friday, next week, you know, Keith's going to come over, Mark's going to come over, Till. We're going to fire up some games. We're going to add them to the scoreboard, and we're going to have a little tournament. We're going to use tools to do it. And that's
Did
the whole
Zhao
point.
say he's coming?
Zhao, I haven't heard from him. So.
Yeah, he's like gone in like underground.
He's in beer land.
He's eating his leaf diet.
You should invite Rob.
Yeah, Rob's going to try and come.
Okay. Cool.
But that's the point. It's like, you know, if you want to have a little get-together in your basement with some friends and throw a scoreboard up on the screen, and you can enter your scores on your phone, you can absolutely do that. You can have a 1,000-person tournament with 200 games if you want. The system will handle it.
Right.
It's
just so much better than like the you know like what I do here, which is like a fucking whiteboard with scores written on, you know, dry erase
projector.
Which,
get a projector now.
Yeah, I mean, like, but yeah, it's like I've got, you know, like a TV. I could throw it up on the TV and have it just playing up there, and then people could like register, and it's like arcade. That's
he's building Texas Hold'em tournament software. Is what he's doing.
Or you could play music videos up there.
I like it.
Well, you know, you can make
That's why you have that two-screen.
Well, you've got two fucking screens. You can have one with the scoreboard and one with music videos.
I could.
I gotta pee.
But I won't.
So you like the same video playing on both screens at the same time?
Yeah.
You don't need two screens when I come over and take your high score. On
It shouldn't.
He just pull out his phone and go, "This is all the screen I need."
Dragon's Lair better be in the tournament, fucker.
So no arcade pickups? I don't think I've heard one, except my little auction.
I bought it on the Rastan board.
There you go.
I bought it 2 Tigers, bought it and sold it.
Flipper.
Well, I bought it sight unseen, and then when I'm loading it into my car, the whole cabinet was destroyed. And I'm like, oh god. I mean, well, it wasn't destroyed. It was just it had seen water, and the bottom. I thought the bottom was going to fall out as we're loading in the minivan.
It sucks.
And I bought it. Well, it was sold. They're all working. It was like a racetrack that had an arcade, like 30 games or whatever, and they were getting rid of every single one. So everyone was going bananas. Brian got a karate champ.
You.
I know.
Nice.
I know.
Go, Brian.
Yeah. Except it's not working, and then he bought another. Well, no, it's working. The board had issues, so he bought another board, and that board doesn't work at all.
Oh no.
Shit.
And,
That
you can only play one player. And then I said Quarter Arcade actually had one working for $70, and I'm like, at least that's somebody you could go back to if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
$70.
Yes, I said. He goes, I already just bought one. I go, I know, but you bought it from whatever. It's Quarter Arcades. At least they're showing they got working and non-working boards. I would take more stock in that. But the 2 Tigers, yeah, I mean it was on Clov. I had it list. I wanted to trade, and as soon as I put to trade Clov and Craigslist, man, I had like 10 responses. Everyone's like, "Oh, what do you want?" I go, "Well, I'm open to anything," and then nobody. I bought it for $200, and then eventually I went to sell it, and as soon as I put it on Cloud for sale for $300, a guy immediately got it. He got 2 games off out of that arcade, and he had wanted mine, but the guy already sold to me, so he was like, "Oh, I wanted this so bad." And I got there, and the guy says, "I'm sorry, I fucked up. I promised this to somebody else." But yeah, I have 2 different marks on my hands from help lifting it because the bottom was so frayed. My wrists. I'm glad to see it gone. I got too many projects as it is. If it was working, I mean, I got it because of John's video, because I'm like, it looked cool as hell. I don't have any. I don't remember 2 Tigers at all. But the guy that bought it, he played it a lot as a kid, and he's like, "Dude, I wanted that game bad." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have." So it was cool.
Hey Dave, you got the same out of order sign as I do. Here, look at. I got the.
Where?
Yeah.
That's not
where
on
is it? There it is.
Oh yeah, it's John's Arcade. or not? That's not John's Arcade. That's that movie, right?
No,
John's already got it.
Wreck-It Ralph, right?
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph,
yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Till and Keith came over to try to fit. Well, Keith tried to fix Outrun. Remember the green went out, and he did a bunch of stuff on it, and he realized it's a cap kit. So we're gonna do a cap kit on it. He has all the
You
cap
should invite Gak over.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it, Gak. Come on over.
He can spearhead the effort.
And
you guys can drink beer and supervise.
Till did a power supply swap on here, but it's working great, but no sound because the sound runs off of a different voltage or something that runs off the old power supply only.
Minus 12 probably.
Yeah, it's some weird thing. So they got to get some sort of workaround to get it to go. So
Guys, such amateurs.
it's always like a $2 part that you don't have that you got to go to Fry's to get, but it's too late to go there. So
yeah.
No, I think it's a 12 volt, Brian. Saying that in chat. But anyway, so yeah, I'm hopefully get these 2 machines running, and I think Till's going to take his Spy Hunter pretty soon, so that's okay because I'll have space to put a pinball table there or something.
Put your Attack from Mars in there.
Yeah, I'll put your Attack from Mars in there.
I got to sell something to pay for that thing.
No, I just put Spider-Man up for sale, and no one's biting, so it's probably too high.
Yeah, sell Star Trek to pay
Yeah.
for Attack from Mars.
I'm saving for
I think
Tron.
your mic's working.
Huh?
No, Mike. Yeah,
No mic.
I can't hear. I can't hear Gak.
Oh, Gak's trying to talk and he's not talking.
Yeah.
Or he's talking, it just ain't coming through.
He's talking a lot.
So there is a rumor, a really strong rumor, that Stern is coming out with a Star Wars pinball table.
Yeah.
And it's going to include Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, and it might have.
Oh, wait, whoa.
Wait, I'm sorry. 4, 5, and 6. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
4, 5, and 6. Yeah, sorry. That's what I meant. The original Star Wars trilogy. Now, is there anything to having Force Awakens or not? I don't know. So, but it should be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to have the LED screen on it this time, too. So, it should be interesting.
Man.
So, you gonna get that one, Joel?
I can't. I don't trust Stern right now.
Yeah, I know. You kind of got to like wait and see what happens.
Well, I mean, look, the guys came out with the Attack from Mars remake, and I already have a Medieval Madness remake, and that machine is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Top to bottom. I mean, I haven't had any issues with it. It plays incredible. It's a beautiful machine. It's really well made. So when they came out and announced Attack from Mars, boom, I put the deposit down. I felt very confident about it.
Mm.
But Stern, not sure.
No.
Not sure. Although I did really enjoy the Ghostbusters at Keith's house.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm out of here. Hopefully someone new comes in.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
All right, buddy.
Oh, later,
Good night, Mike.
So, Andrew, have you thought about?
Is my mic working now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're over there.
Okay.
So, Andrew, have you thought about more about what pinball machine you're going to get?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Did you already do it?
It's getting a Judge Dredd.
Are we waiting for it?
I'm kind of thinking like hard bodies.
Yeah.
How about radicals?
Or is that like a gay time?
Mousing around? Hard bodies or
Space
Baywatch,
Jam.
Space Jam. Flintstone.
Waterworld.
Waterworld.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a good game. What are you talking about?
There's a question like what it would be the absolute worst investment in a pinball machine.
Oh god, I saw one called Genesis. That was a really weird one. I saw that at CAX. Like what? Oh, it's such a weird pinball table.
It seems like any EM to me is a horrible investment.
Yeah, like John's ugly one that he has in his basement. I'd be like, what did you bring that down for?
Dude, it's got like three. Well, look, it's got 3 pop bumpers. Oh.
Wow.
And no ramps or anything.
And
And
2
it's
drop
slow. And it hits chimes when you hit. Oh god, it's so.
I'm sure if you're like in your 60s, that probably hits a nostalgia spot for you.
Yeah, like my mom or her mom.
If they were into pinball.
Your mom plays pinball.
Yeah. She was over playing Medieval Madness the other day.
Is she? Pretty better than you.
She blew up a castle. I was pretty impressed. I was like, yeah.
Go, Mom.
Yeah, go, Mom. So, Andrew, is it a secret till it comes in?
Yeah, I just posted a picture of it.
Oh.
Boop, 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 boop. Valley Gay time.
Oh, come on.
Nice. That probably cost you some serious coin there.
Don't tickle my ass with a feather. Come on.
Why are there so many holes in it? Oh, it's gay time.
The more the better, of course.
Yeah, right?
So, Andrew, are you waiting for it to come in till you do the big reveal or what?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it when it happens.
All right. Do we have to wait a while? A week, 2 weeks?
Yeah, well, not technically.
Well, we'll be tilting the shit out of that in August.
Yeah. It's going to beat the shit out of it.
Will I be playing it at Denver?
Hope so.
Andrew, is it officially No Fest?
It is for me.
No Fest? Non-Fest?
Nope Fest.
In
Nope
June.
Fest?
I know nothing.
I'm sad about that, but whatever.
Whatever.
Yep.
All right. I'm out. I got to go and
All right, Griffin.
sleep and do shit like that.
Till next time.
Have I told you
See
lately
you, Greg.
that I love you?
Me too.
No.
And you better fix up all those fuck ups you did on your free website.
Yeah, I will. I'll
Well,
get on that shit.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I'll add baby
Ciao.
Pac-Man.
Ding dong day.
Bye.
All right, later, Griffin.
Bye.
Hey, you guys, have you guys all seen Chasing Ghosts?
Yeah.
Anyone not seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. I the other night I was like kind of in the I was listening to Walter Day was on a arcade Mark Time Runners thing. So I kind of like, oh, I haven't seen it in a while. So I just went online, I downloaded a version of Chasing Ghosts that had some scenes that I never saw before. And big deal. There's some scenes I never saw. You know, that guy from Brooklyn, what's his name? Robert Murzak, or is that what's his name? All right, he collects like porn art that was in this version of Chasing Ghosts that I saw.
My.
Have you guys ever seen this version?
Nah,
He's showing like, dude, it is crazy, and I'm like looking at this. I'm like, oh my god.
You want to know what's funny about that is? Walter Day actually sent me the torrent for that version.
Whoa.
Weird.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like I couldn't believe it. And I know Walter mentioned on the arcade some of the music was different or something in this version, and I know it was maybe from the opening scene, but all of a sudden watching it, nothing was really that different. All of a sudden they start showing us like, you know, anime porn collection with women's legs open, and I'm like, he's like in price, like, oh, this is $300 worth of art here. I'm like, what, with cat hair on it? I'm like, you're on the line.
Right. So, Dave,
It was creepy.
I believe they were even talking about that on their podcast, Arcade Radio. That that video was like, there was something about licensing, and they were not able to actually get DVD distribution or something like that because there was like a licensing agreement. Like they were promoting the video, and it was at Sundance or whatever, and there was what's the other video? King of Kong and Chasing Ghosts came out about the same time, and King of Kong got the licensing agreement, but Chasing Ghosts didn't, and something happened to where they were not allowed to ever come out with a DVD, like an official DVD release.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I just was like, it's one scene that I never saw. It wasn't when it was on Netflix or whatever the format. I mean, it was always you know, online, and I was just like shocked. I mean, I downloaded it. I'll have to I'll take it with my iPhone and send it to you guys, and you'll be like, what the fuck? It freaked me out. I was like, what is this?
Guy,
No,
he's a little dicey.
No, but you thought, all right, this guy lives with his cat, and he's sitting watching, 90 hours of videos every night.
Yes, that's the guy who watches the videos, right?
Yeah. But then he's showing the stuff like, dude, you got to get a girlfriend. It was
never gonna happen.
It was a little,
sorry.
Yeah, it was a little weird, and the stuff that he was. But I mean, it was. I can't even describe it. I'll show you. You're gonna be like, yeah, it was odd. But I was wondering if anyone else saw it. I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, oh, no wonder.
Yeah, I had to pay for that. I had to pay for Chasing Ghosts because
I paid multiple times. That's why.
Yeah, it wasn't on Netflix at the time or whatever. Yeah, I had to pay for Amazon stream or something.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of the guys, I don't know if that was that video. Wasn't it Berserk or one of those games? The guy like got in trouble with something. Like, I can't.
Oh yeah,
child molesting or something like that. It was
God.
Yeah.
Joel West or his buddy, the other guy,
like that,
the ham radio guy.
Yeah, that's who it is.
There was
the ham radio guy was a pedophile.
Yeah, Joel West, I think it is.
Oh,
was it really Joel West?
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
Do we have to say allegedly on this show?
Yes, allegedly.
Well, there's
Just in case.
You can Google the news article. It's actually a news article out there for it. I read it. So I know
Man.
Yeah.
Does it give Berserk a bad name?
Right?
Yes.
Well, he did mention how he liked the older guy being interested in him. So maybe I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, was this the one where they came over to each other's houses and then
Yeah.
they would? One guy got mad at the other guy because he goes, "Oh, you always exit the same way every time," and that's like cheating.
No, that was a different guy. That was
Okay.
a strategy that the guy pulled off to get the high score.
Yeah.
He was in a repeating pattern, so he knew where everything was. Where the other guys did it in a non-repeating pattern because there's like 250 some different maps or something stupid of Berserk.
It's not a Berserk player. That's a monkey.
Yeah. Yep. That's what they said.
Yeah.
I think you can just marathon that game for a long time, right?
If you're good enough.
Yeah, if you're good enough. Ugh.
Can we get a Jimbo boring already?
Jim's like playing video games or something.
He's doing something else besides this.
Yeah, we lost our sound effects guy.
Boring.
Yeah. did we talk offline already, or did I miss last week? Well, I know I missed last week, but the Cheyenne.
You weren't here last week.
I know.
Oh, Dinky.
Yeah.
Dinky Flicks is gone.
Oh.
He's like Ken. He's like, fuck you
We
guys.
scared him off.
He kept
Carrie, what'd
freezing
you
for
do?
me. Yeah.
Freezing?
Yeah, I'm having. He was freezing a lot. You guys are freezing a little bit, but
Earlier that was happening to me, but
okay.
He said he got impatient and then he just left.
He rage quit.
It's like
Rage quit.
Time to. We're gonna taper
Yeah.
up anyway, right?
Yeah.
Cool. We're on the ender.
All right. Well, thank you, 16, 17 watchers now.
Yeah, we've had actually a steady stream of like 17, 18 people the whole
We
night.
had up over 23, 24.
I
somewhere
saw
around there.
24 at the highest
Yeah.
is what I saw.
So, minus the 10 of us, we got 14 viewers.
Yeah, that's something.
That's pretty awesome. So, yes, thank you, the regulars. We got Brian Frober.
Brian's like always regular.
Yep. And
He went to a movie tonight and came on after the movie even.
I know, that's crazy.
Dan the Man was on earlier. Slackmo was on. Mule, I saw him earlier.
Dan, Fudgio Cookie guy was on.
Yep.
Slick Nick.
Yep, Slick Nick. Who's Tudor Arcade? I'm trying to think of who that is. Yeah, you guys know who that is?
No.
Tudor
And the
Arcade.
Luap Company. Luap
Jeff.
Co.
We got Jeff Hagedorn, who's
Sarah.
Sarah, yeah.
It
Jeff
sounds like
Scott,
Jeff
Mule.
might try to make it to Denver. His wife's more into arcades than him, apparently.
This is sort of like Romper Room.
Seabart.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's right.
Seabart was
Yes.
watching.
David
Was he?
Cindy.
Yeah.
Yep,
Chuck
exactly.
12.
Yeah.
Carrie
He knows
got
out
the
there.
joke.
Seabart, Mike Martin,
Everyone else is like, "What are you talking about?"
Jeff Hagedorn.
Yes. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. And
Bahaka Jamas was on.
I'm sorry.
we all love to heckle each other and talk about filthy things.
Not necessarily in that order.
Post hairy butts pictures.
Or show our hairy butts. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Leak was the butt of all jokes tonight, I think.
I think he goes. My butt's not that hairy.
Yes.
No, dude, it really is.
Yes, it is.
I'll find out later.
Yeah.
You're not looking in the mirror much? Okay.
I'll take a screen cap and post it on Slack for you guys.
I'm telling you, like, you need to merge that picture with that Elvira painting.
Yeah, that would be funny. That'd be good.
Battle of the cleavages.
That'd be a good thumbnail for the
And
show.
then put her cleavage on his butt.
Yeah. Like face swap.
Cleavage swap.
Is it gonna be the KY slider show?
Oh, the KY slider. Oh shit!
Everybody do the KY slide.
All right,
Yep,
guys.
so thanks for joining us. Denver 2017, August
Yeah.
18th and 19th.
It'll be fun, guys.
More details to follow.
Not a
I don't know how to
tournament.
play Joust and Robotron. You're my partner.
Peace out.
All right. Later,
Night
guys.
all.